I'm live. Go figure. Here we go. You ready? You ready for this to start? Let's roll it. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the program. Happy Sunday morning with Scotty and Raini. But Raini's not here. She's still sleeping. She had a long day yesterday running kids back and forth to several different things. And so this morning I got up. I got stuff going around here. I made coffee. I got all the dishes going and organized for a kid to pick up the task where I left off, and organized a few things, took out the garbage, stood outside for 1 minute, lit a smoky treat for a Sunday morning, and noticed it was 9:01. So we're here now at 9:02. So welcome. I'm glad you made it in this morning. Glad you're here. I see Elderberry is in the room, and I got a nice text message from him this morning with him singing a happy anniversary song to us. Now, I did not ask his permission to do this, but I'm going to play it for you. You ever wondered what Elderberry sounds like when he sings? Well, here it is. And I think you'll enjoy this. Let me find it. Let's see. I got to go here and here and here. There he is. Okay, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for a good Sunday morning, rollicking Sunday morning song? Here it is. Boom.
Happy anniversary, 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 happy anniversary.
Boom. There it was, folks.
Good morning to you, Captain Roberts.
Arr. And there he is. That was fantastic. Thank you very much, Elderberry. I appreciate that. And there was something else I wanted to read here, but we'll read it when the time comes, as opposed to later. I'll find it. I'll look it up. Something profound Rocky put up, and I think it's a good thing for us all to think about today on a Sunday morning. So how is everybody? How was your week? And this is technically the first day of the week. We forget that because it's the weekend. So this is the first day, not Monday. Monday's just the first day back to your labors. So what was your week like, everyone? Oh, by the way, if you want to call in and chat with me, you may. I'm going to post the chat link or the call-in link in the chat room right now. And oh, look, there's Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave.
Morning.
Uncle
Yep,
Dave.
I love
Uncle
that.
Dave. Uncle Dave. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
Good. Oh, I'm in the haze. Look at that.
You are in haze.
Oh. Maybe I need to move over.
Got a little October haze happening.
Little October haze.
I was on my way up yesterday to paint, and then when you changed things, I said, hey, there's a bonfire happening for the Viking group. I should pop by there since I'm practically halfway to Wisconsin already. So
yeah,
I stopped there. That was maybe a mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake.
I stopped there. That was a mistake.
I got to see a lot of people that I haven't seen for a long time. We had a lot of good chats around the bonfire and
On second thought,
reminisced about
let's
stuff.
not go to the Viking camp. It's a
It's a
silly
silly
place.
place. But
Good morning, Wendy. Lovely
I didn't get to
yourself.
bed till 3:45.
3:45. Nice.
Yeah, so
With full of Viking grog.
there was mead, and
Mead.
there was some kind of
I like mead to a certain point.
whiskey apple cider combination thing that was dangerously tasty.
That reminds me of that one day at festival that I woke up on a Sunday morning naked in a field with a blanket wrapped
The
around my
good
head.
old
They
days.
said, "What did you drink last night?" I said, "It was kind of wet and tasty, and that's all I remember. I had 2." And everybody says, "No, you had 6." I said, "No, I didn't." It had a medical property in it, I think, of some sort that made me very drunk, sleepy, and forgetful.
Yeah.
After that weekend, by the way, I wasn't sober until Tuesday. So I got a hangover on Tuesday. So, and then it was that Friday. I think it was your wedding. No, it wasn't your wedding. It was 2001, I believe. 2000 or it was 2001, I think.
That we got married in 2001.
Who the heck's wedding was I at? And Lewis, our friend Lewis, who plays Robin Hood, and he's a swashbuckler out at the festival. He brought a bottle of scotch of some kind, and he cracked it open, and he poured me a shot. He goes, "Here," and I go, "No." I couldn't even drink scotch that week. After that,
that was at my wedding, because I know you had scotch at my wedding.
Yeah, I had scotch at your wedding. So yeah, that was terrible. I couldn't even handle the taste of alcohol for months. I was like, anything alcohol. I was done. So what's everybody up to? I'm seeing all kinds of posts going on over there. Let's go back a little ways here. Let's see. Field Guy is here. Good morning, Field Guy. There's my wakey Mr. Roberts from Elderberry. And Susie Q. Good morning, all you awesome people, she says. And we got Roger Rabbit. Good morning, everyone. And Uncle Dave, of course. Well, he's here live now, so I don't have to show his. And let's see. Good morning to you, Mr. Good morning to you, Mr. Potter. R, says Elderberry.
Good morning, Mr. Elderberry.
But you didn't get a song. Elderberry, you can call in and sing a song for Uncle Dave. There's Kenny LaFarve. Yes, he says. All right. I don't know what that was in response to, but it's there. Grumpy Stack. I'm Barry's manager. You owe him royalties now. Yeah, really. How's the push-ups going? Grumpy Stack, I see in your profile picture you're doing your 3,000 push-ups for November challenge, which starts in 2 days. So you believe that, folks? It's already 2 days till November. Let's see. Who else we got in here? There's the lovely Wendy. Good morning, lovely, she says. And we've got Grumpy
she
Stack.
could call in.
She should call in. Wendy, you should call in.
Yeah, you've got to promote the new show. Come on.
Which starts on Tuesday. It's only 3 p.m. over there where you are. So you should have had your day well lived so far.
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a phone call today.
Yes. Roger Rabbit, this week is finally a slower week. No appointments. The last 2 weeks we've had trips to Cincinnati Children's. I'm ready for a break and a calm week. May you have it.
Yes.
Roger, I hope that happens for you. At least not a purple haze. It says Kenny LaFarve. It's Lefevre. I like LaFarve. You know how Brett Favre in Wisconsin used to.
Yeah, he didn't know how to pronounce his own name.
Favre, and or it looks like Faber, I think, and he pronounced it Favre. So Kenny will always be Kenny LaFarve to me. I thought I saw Romeldian. There's Romeldian saying hey to everybody. And let's see, just scrolling through here. Beat the Roberts clan, says Grumpy Stack. There he is. He's always so happy. He's happy for a grumpy man. Let's see. Just going through comments.
You are correct, says Mr.
Wendy says, as soon as I'm out of the bath. Oh, lips do not unpurse. Don't you have your phone with you in the bath? You know, you could stick up a sudsy leg in the camera and so there you go. As soon as she's out of the bath.
Behave.
Oh, behave. Let's see. You got this, Doug, says Roger Rabbit. 5 sets of 20 every couple hours. Boom. Every couple of hours. Hey, you only have to do an average of 3. Well, how many? 30,000 a day, something like that.
And you don't have a drill sergeant screaming at you or anything? I don't understand that.
Yeah, no drill sergeant. Yeah, get your lovely wife, Doug, to put on a Smokey Bear hat and yell at you. Yo, well, drop and you will give me 300 sit-ups now and push-ups now. Move.
Talking yesterday to one of our friends from Australia who got up at 5 a.m. yesterday and took a walk in the woods. And I said, do you have to forage for food? Are you that hard up? I can loan you some cash. No, I did it for fun, he says. And I said, why would you do that? That's like running and not being chased by a bear or something.
Yeah. Oops. Oh, there. I like that. I like that layout better. Big Scotty. Little itty bitty tiny Dave.
Hello everyone.
I'm not really this small. He made me that way.
I can make myself bigger.
Yes. There. And I can't switch it the other way around. There's some layouts here. I don't even know what they do. Let's see. Picture to picture, picture in picture layout. No, thank you.
I don't like the camera placement on this phone. It's all the way up here, and I have to kind of like.
Yeah. And then phones distort you. You know, your face gets all wonky. So, fundraise here. I gotta answer a quick. Let's see. Where did it go? Where'd it go?
So, how were all the Halloween festivities yesterday?
They were fine. Let's see. What did we do all yesterday? We had to.
You had a hayride.
Child. You know, when you got kids, you guys who have kids, and you got a bunch of kids. Like we have a small bunch of kids, a small batch, and the one kid had this going, and then Rowan needed to have a wig. She needed to take me. I'm gonna need a wig for my costume, and all she was with the her scouting troop, and they were doing the scaring from the woods during the hayride. And so they'd run out. They're all in costume, and they're all yell at you and stuff like that from the woods. Hop on the wagon and scream at you and shake it. And of course, nobody could tell what color your hair is. So, but she had to have a black wig. Let's see. All right.
Did you ever find a sword for Flynn?
We just used the Aragorn sword that I have. We're missing a sword. I think it's just buried in the garage. I think Rainey, when she pulled some bookshelves out, all the swords were sitting on top of that tall bookshelf. And I think she moved it, and they all fell. And we found the Scottish backsword, which is here. You know, this one. I found it's not in its sheath, but it's here. There's the Scottish backsword that was laying there, and but the silver one, the more the, I guess I call it the fake sword. It's a real sword, but it's not a real historical sword. It was made for making a nice ting sound when you fight on stage. And I believe it was Lewis that made that one, if I'm not.
No. I used to sell for the same company that has those, sir.
Oh, I thought Linda said that was made especially for her by
He
Lewis.
reshaped the basket. It's supposed to have straight queons, like an Italian
Okay.
rapier, and he curved the queons.
He curved the queons. All right. So that one's still missing, but we found the Aragorn sword, which is a fake sword. I got that when I got Sam. Back when Sam was 13, I bought him the sword Sting from Lord of the Rings.
Was he 13? I think he was younger, but
12 or 13. And way back when we were in the house across from Jim Miller, where we lived there, but at the same time, I got an Aragorn sword, and I paid really cheap for them. This is before you really, dug into the time. Now everybody's suspicious of anything anybody sells online. And I got it, and they came from China. Well, Sting got here. Sting was a pretty cool sword. And Sam had that one. Then I had Aragorn's sword, but the handle was plastic. Black, dark, hard plastic.
Well, it's because ebony is against the law to use and ship.
Right. You could do better than plastic, though. Come on. But now, I think I paid $80 for that sword, something like that. And
wow. Okay. In all reality, a broadsword of that size and polished like that and all that, you should be paying way more than $80. The fact that you got it for $80 is a pretty good deal.
China. And and the pommel fell off. It cracked, and so I super glued the pommel on. And so Flynn used that one last night. He wore that one around. His other friends weren't in costume. He was meeting all his buddies for all these hayride things and the festivities out last night between here and New Richmond. And he
did he wear the prince's costume?
Yep, he wore the prince's costume.
Was he a hit with all the young ladies?
Probably, but they're at that age where they're still not pursuing the young ladies. They're aware of them, but they're kind of like, this is the He-Man Woman Haters Club, from the Little Rascals, or Our Gang, I think it was.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. I'm gonna. I wanted to share this thing with you from. Oh, nice. Okay.
Makes you want to be able to look at the Snapchats and stuff from all the girls that night, because I'm sure they were all taking pictures of Flynn and going giggle, giggle, giggle,
giggle, giggle, giggle, giggle. Well, they were all outside in the dark. Mostly, they're wandering the trails for the hay rides and stuff like that. Rowan was doing her screaming at people, and
so she didn't wear a costume. She was just doing her normal thing.
Let's see. Where is this?
Let's just take all the 10-year-old girls and just have them be themselves in the woods. It'll terrify the fucking people.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe, where did I see this from? Rocky posted something that I thought was a nice thought for the day, that maybe we should all think about this. And I don't think it was in Facebook. Maybe it was an Instagram thing.
Let me take a
quick I don't think so. Let me take a look here and see. And I was going to read this for y'all. Let's see. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. I don't know where that came in.
It's not under Rocco.
No. It's I'm looking for it, folks, because I think it's worth sharing. Let's find Rocky.
What does it start out with? What an absolute fantastic day?
No.
Okay.
No. Here's Rocky Stucci. Let's see what we get. Nope, it's not in his Instagram. So I'm going to go back here. I know this is riveting conversation here, folks. But
as we both quickly search through.
I saw it. You know what I don't like about working on your phone is you look at something and then you go back because you want to see it again, and it's gone. You can't find it anywhere. So let's see. Rocky. Let me try one more search. Dude's got so many profiles.
I know it's frustrating sometimes, but that's what happens when you spend a lot of time in Facebook jail.
Yeah, that's right. Here it is. It's right here. It shows up on his profile on my phone, but not on my computer. Okay, here's what Rocky posted. And I thought this was a good thought. It's nothing that is mind-blowing. It's stuff we know. It's stuff we've all heard before. But he says, "Dear God, burn every bridge that leads my life back to pain. If there is no purpose in it, free me from it. Help me release what's stealing my peace." That's the big one we all have. "Please protect me from anything that wasn't sent by you. Help me break free from the things that are breaking me. Amen." That was what Rocky posted. I thought that was a great thought for the day. The things that help me release what the one that hit me was help me release what's stealing my peace. And I think that's what we all do. There was a song that was taken loosely from a psalm that King David wrote in the Old Testament. And he said something to the effect of, "My idols don't allow me to sleep at night. The things where I misplace my all of my affections, the things that steal my peace, that's what steals my sleep at night." And I think it was Wayne Watson, who was a Christian songwriter. He paraphrased that in a song called "My Gods Won't Let Me Sleep." And that's very true. The things that we allow to become our personal idols, or the things that we allow to trouble us or steal our peace, or the things that steal our sleep and don't let us sleep. There are times I wake up in the morning. I did the other morning. I woke up at like 4:00 and I'm like, I should try to sleep a couple more hours. And I lay there, and what's filling my mind is all the things I have to get accomplished, all the things that are troublesome areas in life that I got to tackle that today. I got to get that done today so that guy doesn't get mad. You know, you ever get there?
I'm laughing because I'm thinking it reminds me of the flood story with God, but God's like, "What do you want? I got you up 2 hours early so you could start on some of these things you need to get done." And you laid in bed the whole time thinking about them.
Nice. Yes, exactly. Delaney Pearl Jones says, "Scotty, I really like my Star Trek Tarot deck." Delaney, I've got to go look that up now. I assumed in the back of my head there probably was one, because there's a product for everything for Star Trek. But I'm going to have to look into that. You're going to have to tell me more about
Bones would be the physician. That all makes sense.
Which one? What?
Bones would be the physician. Isn't there a physician?
Bones would be the physician. Would Kirk be the high priest, or who would be the high priestess? I suppose it's spanning all of. Is it all one particular series, or have they spanned all the characters that ever existed?
Because then if you're high priest, then you'd probably think of Cisco.
Cisco could be a high priest. Yep. Who would be the high priestess? It's my page, Scotty. I share an inspirational quote every day. Grumpy Stack does. He shares inspirational quotes every day. He's got some really good ones. He's got some really cliche ones sometimes, but I still like them. Shh, don't tell him I do that. But he's got some that are really good stuff. Now, do you make those up, Grumpy? You making up your own inspirational quotes, or are you pulling them from other places? Which is okay either way.
Do you use them to help sell tires? Like, when traveling down the road of life, always have a fresh spare or something like that with you.
Yeah, always have a fresh pair of tires. Yes. You must When traveling to the top of the mountain, make sure you're buying the Goodyear radial with the extra tread, which I happen to sell here for $69.99 on sale this week. So
I need tires for my car, something fierce. I have
drive down to
passed-
Louisiana. Doug will set you up.
I have passed by the point where you can see Lincoln's head to the point where you can see the horizontal wear bars.
Now, some people, sad to say, don't know what you're talking about. They go, Lincoln's head? What's that got to do with tires? Lincoln
Yeah.
tires? No, you use a penny to see how deep your tread is. And when you can put his head upright and see his beard, you know your tread's gone. So I do have some pun quotes, says Grumpy Stack. There's what does Ryan Gale have to say? Kai Wynn would be the high priestess. Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah, probably. From Deep Space Nine. If you exist here, then why do you exist here? Now that wasn't Kai Wynn. That was the.
No, yeah, that was Kai Wynn.
It was the very first episode of Deep Space Nine, where he's still grieving the death of his wife.
Oh yeah.
It's
The other Kai. The other
really
Kai.
profound episode. It was the voice of the, what was that? The Guardian? What were they called? I wasn't into the mythology of Deep Space Nine. It lost me along the way, and I didn't watch it all. But what was the little box that eventually showed up? But who was the voice? That were they called the Guardians? Were they called the?
No, they
were gods, basically. Of It'll come to us. But there was that a very profound scene where the Guardians are questioning him, whoever they are. And it's just in his head. He hears a voice. He's not in the presence of anybody. What?
The prophets, I believe they called them.
Maybe the prophets. It was just the voice in that first episode. There was no, as I seem to recall, I don't know if Kai Wynn was in the first one or not as the prophet. But the prophet, says Lucky Smith with an F. But he heard the voice, and he's standing on his own command central, his bridge on the space station. And he hears this voice, and it says, "Where do you exist?" It asks him. And he says, "I exist here," he answers this voice. And it says, "Well, if you exist here," and then it switches, the whole scene switches. He's still standing there, but he's on the burning bridge where his wife dies in the wars. And his wife is dead in the chair. It's the voice says, "If you exist here, then why do you exist here?" And it went back and forth a couple of times. And he says, "I don't exist here," whatever the lines were. And the point was profound. It's just like this. Help me release what's stealing my peace. There he was on that burning bridge. And basically the prophets, or the voice of the prophets, whatever it was telling him, if you exist here in the here and now, then why are you existing here in your past?
Yeah.
Why are you existing here? This is where you exist, is where your wife died. And it's changing who you are. Because you cannot release it and let it go.
Which, at the same time, when you look at that, they were a non-linear beings that could be anywhere at any time, right? So why did they care why he was at both places at the same time? Because they would be at both places.
I guess it would be like asking a question. If you were a Judeo-Christian, if you were Christian, you would say, if God exists the same today, yesterday, and forever, yesterday, today, and forever, it says a minute is as 1,000 years with God, trying to express his, a moment is as 1,000 years with God. So says the Bible. They're trying to express the infiniteness of God and his presence. And so in expressing that, you would ask the same question. If God is an infinite creature, why is he concerned with where people are on a moment-to-moment daily basis? So maybe it's the same concept they were trying to follow. So, Doug, YouTube idea for you, says Roger Rabbit, the Wheel of Identities. You spin it each morning and then go about your day identifying as whatever that is. I can see you changing tires in a dress. Do it for the money, Doug. Do it for the dollars. I'd like to see Doug in a tutu changing time.
I would not. I'm not interested in that.
Well, I say that lightly. It doesn't mean I actually want to witness it. It means I think that'd be fun to see. But then you couldn't erase that image from your head. Carleen Griggs Smith, good morning. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat room. Looking at the Skelly area. Shocked they don't have snow yet. I don't know what Skelly is. What's Skelly? What state is that? The Skelly area. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, ski area. Typo. Ski area. Surprised that they don't have snow yet. They're already putting snow on the slopes at Buck Hill and Afton Alps over here, Dave.
How can they use it? It was beautiful yesterday. How can they be laying snow?
I saw it on the news the other morning, the local news.
Maybe that's just to get some sort of a foundational base down.
Yeah, that could be. Unless they were just showing machines saying, this is how we prepare them and get them ready for the season. You know, the scintillating local stories on local news. I watch local news to get the weather, and that's about it. If I have to muscle through some of the stories they put up, it's like, oh my God, you're really stretching it to try to keep us interested in your morning news cycle.
But think about that since the 24-hour news cycle really began. There's stuff that makes the news that never would have made the national news before.
That's very true. That's very true.
I look at some of that stuff and when there's a shooting or when there's whatever, in the years past, that would make local news. That might even make some state news.
Yeah.
But somebody got carjacked or somebody got that didn't get national news. Now suddenly it's all a push an agenda. It's on the news all the time.
Good morning to you lover.
Oh. Sorry, that was my message back to Barry Chad. So as I was realizing it was already.
I thought that's maybe how you wake up Rainy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, you lover. Get down and swab me decks. Climb me mizzen mast. It's such a guy thing. So, I should have known it was Roger, said Grumpy Stack. There it is. Carleen Griggs, I expect Killington is at it already. Carleen, where are you? Where are you located, by the way? What's your home address? Everybody get your pencils out. No, what city are you located in? Or neck of the woods?
In the broadest of terms.
Killington in the broadest of terms. I don't know what Killington is. So, there's my... we're in southern Vermont. I'm surprised Vermont doesn't have snow. Vermont.
Is that a song that Danny Kaye and Bing Crosby and Roseanne Clooney and them all sing on that? Vermont.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I like that one. I like The Best Things Happen When You Dance. That's the only two songs I really know from that. So, southern Vermont. Vermont seems to me to be a pretty state. I always thought I could live in New England. Fall in New England, I think, would be really nice. So, Carleen Griggs says, we live in Springfield, Vermont now. Ludlow and Killington are on the way to my sister's. She's close to Rutland. And see, none of those towns, Springfield, Ludlow, Killington, Rutland, I have no idea that those even exist until just now. I know nothing about Vermont. I know, oh, you're in Vermont? Everybody's address in Vermont is XXX Oak Street, Vermont, USA. So, fall is beautiful there, she says. I'll bet it is. Oh, Burlington. I've heard of Burlington, Vermont. Is that where the little penguins come from? Burlington. Remember Burlington? Anyone? You as old as me? The little Burlington shirts, the little penguin. So, no? That's a big no? Okay. Scott Allen says, surrender your booty. That's when you wake up and talk pirate to your wife. Arr, you lubber. Get below decks and swab me deck. Climb me mizzen mast and surrender your booty. Dave's in a whole nother world over there.
Yeah,
So,
I am.
Grumpy says, we're about 2 hours from there. No, Burlington is where the coat factory is. Yeah. Oh, Carlene said we're about 2 hours from there. There you go. I still don't know where it is. I couldn't point to it on a map of blank states of the United States. I'd go, it's over here somewhere. I think that's New York. I might be able to find New York on a map.
Here, I found it.
Here it is. Don't get me demonetized now.
I won't. I'll just play a short little clip.
I want to wash my hands, my face, and snow.
Snow.
Yep. I don't want to get you demonetized. That's all we'll play. But yeah, you want to wash your hands and face. No, you don't.
No, you really don't. It freezes. I've tried.
It freezes. And if you ever take a handful of snow and throw it into a glass and let it melt, it's full of all kinds of crap.
It really is.
It may look white and pretty, but it's like
might look white and fluffy. Around here, if you do that, you get salt in it and dirt, driveway dirt, road kill if you're not careful.
Oh look, this one's still yellow. It must be like lemonade or something.
Lemonade. Lemonade. I like the lemonade snow.
Don't eat the yellow snow, lad. Don't do that.
Lucky Smith says Worcester, Mass. Here, New England is great except for all the liberals. A conservative from Massachusetts is far left liberal of a Southern Democrat. Yeah, I can agree with that. Thanks for infusing us with politics this morning, Lucky Smith. I'm kidding. Like I can't be turned political on the turn of a dime on this show.
You don't even need a dime. You'll use a penny.
A dime. Let me tell you about a dime. It's worth about 4 cents now. You know why? It's because of those. Scott, want to see me, Jolly Roger?
No.
Hoist the flag. Trying to think, we were doing that. John, when he was Prince Philip out at the festival, and Mike, who played Prince Edward, and we were all wandering through the streets, and it was Talk Like a Pirate Day at festival, and we were trying to come up with every single euphemism we could in pirate talk, pirate to slang that had sexual overtones.
Well, that's pretty much everything, though, in the
open. Which is pretty much everything. It was something like, it started with, swab me decks, go below deck. Let's see, what was there? There was climb me mizzen mast. Stay away from me poop deck. Was the other one. And everything you could possibly think of. And we kept coming up with them while we were going down the street talking like pirates. So
prime your cannon, lad.
Yes. And so if you can think of them, throw some out here for us. That was so many years ago, I don't remember them. I just quoted all the ones I could remember in like 4 seconds. So I don't know how we went on for hours.
4 sheeps to the wind.
Yeah, 3 sheeps to the wind. Unfurl your sheets, lass. Come to full sheet, or something like that. I can't remember what it was. So there it is, folks. It's all there. Euphemisms are there to be had. So Captain Roberts got out needle and thread and hoisted the first Jolly Roger. That's right. I did. Can't get there from here, said Carlene Griggs. I think she's on a different topic. I can get there from here. So last night, the first night, I have the bed set up down in the master
Yes, I saw the
bedroom
pictures.
over
It looked good. Looked
there.
good.
It looks really good.
Just need to get a
And
ceiling in there to make her
all
happy.
that was missing was my wife. She does not want to sleep down here until I put a ceiling up now. That's my wife. There's always here's the line, and this is where, okay, now here's the line. Okay, you got that done? Well, I got a new line back here. So she didn't want to sleep down here until, but I ain't sleeping.
Okay, but that line has been there from the beginning.
Yeah.
She's made that very clear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for reminding me of that, Dave. So were you the advocate for any? Well, it says here in Article 3B that she's always had this position. Yeah, shut
Article 3, subsection 5,
up. Yep.
line 27. There
Have
shall
to have a
be
ceiling.
there shall be no beddage until there is a ceiling upon the roof.
That's right. And then yesterday, I washed the big mattress we have. Had a mattress cover that it fits into like a duvet, but not a duvet because the mattress is about 1.5 feet thick. And so you got to pull that cover off to wash it. And it had been sitting in the garage with that cover on it, plus a sheet that I left on it for the purpose of leaving it in the garage. And so I washed all those things yesterday. And the cover had some kind of little tear in it. It's just a little tear somewhere.
Oh, no.
But the stuff that was in it, there was like looked like fibery silk pieces from this long to almost minuscule. And Rainey's helping me put the sheet on the bed, and that stuff was all over the sheet. I tried to roller it, and I thought this is for the birds, so I washed it again and again, and the sheet, and got that stuff all off. So, and then I had to wash the comforter again and got that all off of there. And blah, 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 blah. So, anyway. So, here. I will, for those of you who have not seen it, because it's so fun to look at, I started putting the master bedroom together. Now, remember, this is a basement room that we're trying to it's like taking over the desert. It's like starting a kibbutz in Israel back 100 years ago, and they're trying to reclaim the desert and plant orange groves. And so that's what I feel like we're doing in the basement, much like this office. Rather than sink tons of money into redecorating this basement, for right now, let's make it livable. So the idea was and this is why Dave came over and we painted walls, we painted floors, and thought we could do some cool things. That's why I sprayed the ceiling in here black, so I could put the theater lights up in here and make it feel theaterish in the studio. And I thought I could do that in the bedroom too. And Ray's like, I ain't sleeping in there unless you drop a ceiling. And so Abby's working on this for me to find what they found. Those, I've talked about this, the tin plating, like they had in old taverns. And she got those sheets, now we're talking like 5 years ago. She got those for like $2.50 a sheet, a 4x6 sheet.
Which is an awesome price, because I've never found them that cheap.
And I thought they were actual real tin. And they were patinaed and everything. So she's trying to see where they got those from. And now, the cheapest price I found was like $200 for 6 sheets.
Yeah.
4x6 sheets. And I thought, that's not so bad, but I don't have $200 to throw it at ceiling stuff. So we're looking at we may end up just doing cheap sheetrock or something and throwing it up there. So anyway, this is the bedroom as it looks now, as I got it up to this point yesterday. Now, it's lacking what you would call ambience right now. And ambience is that quality of something.
Ambiance, darling. Ambiance.
Ambiance. It's called ambiance, darling. That's why I always call it ambience. So here it is. Let me throw it up here. I'm going to take the big identifying banner off, and let's throw it up here. Add to stream. Boom. So that's the master bedroom now. Whoever can come up with the best idea of some things to decorate this room, you win the first prize, which is you get to come and spend a night with Rainey and me in the bed and all my kids. I didn't mean that with sexual overtones, but then again, depending on who you are. No, I didn't go there. That was just my inside guy voice, locker room talk.
I think we should paint a big giant headboard behind that bed.
Well, that's what I said. I said I want to have a big trompe-l'oeil headboard behind the bed. Now, that's not where I wanted the bed. I wanted the bed at the end of the room. Now, it looks narrower than it is because I used a fisheye lens on this to take this. But you get an idea, you know. It's I thought it was 14 feet in memory, and then I measured it out yesterday. It's a little over 12 feet. So you put that big king-size bed smack in the middle, and you got about 3 feet on either side, and that was fine. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Carly. I could just use cardboard, staple up cardboard, and paint it.
Except it's concrete walls. So
yeah. No, I mean on the ceiling.
Oh,
just to cover up the rafters. And Rainey wanted that because she didn't want spiders dropping on her or something. So
well,
thank you, Carly.
We could staple sheets up on the ceiling.
But this is where it stands as of midnight last night. And I could not coax Rainey into the bed because it's with the unfinished ceiling. And but the color there looks gray. It's taupe. That's that creamy, light grayish tan color. And then, of course, the floor. And that's a huge ass bed, by the way. It doesn't look that big because fisheye. And there's the vanity. And I kept rolling over and looking into the mirror. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and look into the mirror, and you can see the door on the other end of the room into the blackness beyond the room because all the lights were off in the big family room. And I'd look at that and I go, is this one of those scenes where the ghost appears in the mirror and you turn quick and there's nothing in the doorway? And so, yeah, I had that. Oh, and then I heard this weird noise in the middle of the night coming from out of the family room. And it went, and it ended with a like, I'm right at you. And I thought, what the fuck was that? And I thought some kid must have left some electronic device that goes off or something, a motion detector or something. And then I never did. I got up and I looked out there and nothing out there I could see. And I'm like, okay. Well, I got up this morning. I'm in the kitchen making coffee, and Oscar, the big black cat, he's up in the kitchen. He walks over. He shambles because he doesn't walk. He shambles over into the kitchen. He goes, and I went, oh, that was you. And I'd never heard him do that before. I've heard him spit up hairballs before, but never with that kind. It sounded like language. What I got in my mind instantly when I heard it last night while I was sleeping was a troll from some game or something. Because Flynn had a friend stay over last night, and they were down playing out in the other room until the wee hours. And so I'm thinking it's a game. Somebody left a game going. So anyway, those are great. We have some from Walmart that got on super sale cheap. The lights can be changed to any color too. What are you talking about? Are you talking to me or Scott? Oh, Scott Allen. Dimmable lights, yeah. Controlled from phone or remote. I have that little light you see in the back of the room there, just a desk lamp. It's got about a 10-watt bulb in it. And I just turn that up into the corner at night so it's not pitch black and you can see, but it doesn't disrupt your sleep. Yeah, cat puking, Roger Rabbit. Our cat sounds like demons when they puke. Whoa, follow me. So, yeah, that's our cat. So, George Abril, which way is the head of the bed facing? The head of the bed's at the wall.
Nobody means on the compass.
Oh, on the compass? Let me think. trying to get my directions because we're in one of those areas, where the main roads, they curve here and then you curve here and then you turn here and you're on a straight road and you're like, that's north. And then you look at the map, you go, no, that's southwest. So I'm trying to think of the lay of the house here. If the head of the bed is on that wall in the next room over,
I would say it's on a southerly
stairs go
wall.
up there to the front door. The front door
wait, though.
faces. We got the water tower that way. The front doors, I think
It
north.
might be east.
I think north is, if I look at it on the map, the back of the house faces north. So that's the back of the house. So the head of the bed is against the north wall of the house. Is that bad? Should I have it on a different wall? We need to face north and south. There it is. The head of the bed is on the north wall. And so my feet would be pointing south.
And not towards the door, which is a good thing. If you put it on the back wall, your feet would be pointing towards the door, and that's a bad thing as far as feng shui.
Really?
Because that's how they take bodies out, feet first. You don't want your feet aimed at the door.
Nice. Yeah, I'd get stuck in the doorway if they rolled me out sideways. So, so my feet would be facing south. Love the rug, says Carly. It's really coming together, Scotty. It's going to look amazing. North is right. So, you know what I want to do with this room? I want to put things like in the big corner back there. We got all this space, by the way. That bed comes about halfway mark in the room. You can see the scrim that I put up here, the folding scrim, where it'd be like in the old movies where the starlet got naked to change into her bloomers and she'd throw the bloomers up over the top and stuff like that. So it's one of those screens. That'll be kind of where the closet stuff is because there's no closet down here. So we're going to put in a wall about where that pipe comes up, Dave. That pipe will be inside the closet.
That's lovely.
About 4 feet from the wall, the back wall behind me when I took this picture. I'm standing in the doorway here. And then the doorway to this studio is to the right, just off the right of the picture in the foreground. And so we're going to put up a little wall, block in a closet, snap it in with some 2x4s and some sheetrock. Boom, boom, boom. And then all the clothes will go in there. The 2 racks will fit in there. And we'll just put in hanging racks, junk. Thank you. Dave chose that color. I told Dave I need a dark red, and Dave went and found this paint. Now, I will say one quality of this paint is that it is not as durable for concrete floors as the paint Raini used over in the main family.
Oh, no. Because it was made for floor paint.
Yeah, it says floor paint. But this, like, down below my desk here where I roll, it's all patched up already. So I'm going to have to repaint it and maybe put a urethane down or something to seal it up. So get a standing closet, says Elderberry. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. You can move it out with you when you go. Wear a hat, says George Abril. Wear a hat for what? What did I miss? Excellent place for the bed. Taco, says Bob John. Bob John says taco. Yeah, I could go for some tacos right now.
Really? For
George,
breakfast? We're having tacos?
I don't even know who Bob John is. Good to have you in here, Bob John. Robert Jonathan. And George Abril says, wear a hat. Taco, says Bob John again. I think Bob John is not somebody who cares to participate in the show. He's probably just...
Bob, are you one of Flynn's friends? Yes or no?
Bob John, or are you a guy who lives in your mom's basement at age 42 and has your Megadeth posters blacklit in mom's basement? I'm just curious. And you have stacks and stacks of Mountain Dew cans laying around.
Those were the days.
Identify yourself, Bob John. So those Tootsies are going to get cold on that floor, says Elderberry. Yeah, they could. They could.
Yeah, but that's where neuropathy pays off.
Yeah. That's the upside of neuropathy. I don't feel it at all. I don't feel nothing. And so, the floor is going to have some more rugs on it. We're gonna pick up a few more. All the throw rugs are rugs Raini's found at garage sales. We got 2 out in the other room that are lighter colors that go with. She put this kind of light, pale olivey green floor, almost mint, olive mint color. And
That's actually a really huge rug. The bed is very, very big.
Yeah, that's a huge rug. That's a 6x9 rug, folks. So that gives you an idea. But she found that for free at no, that one was, I think, at the thrift store for like $5. And she found the other two for free at sales. And I almost picked up a better one for the office. It was round and it was gold and it had black, like embroidered edges and stuff. But they wanted $25 for it. I'm not paying $25 for a used rug. And so I could have talked him down, but I didn't.
Yes, there is. It's one of those old hotel beds, so there is a quarter slot there. It vibrates.
Yes, it's on the far side. But yeah, been talking about, and Dave mentioned it, been talking about doing, instead of building or buying a headboard for this, I'm going to paint one on the wall. Make it look like a massive King Henry VIII bed of some kind with an elven twist and a tree of life or something like that. But I could build one, but I don't have the right tools. I could do big, I could get just big 8x8s, and put big things on them. And
we could make it look like a 4-poster and just get some old tires and stack them up. So you have 4 posts on. Oh, that would be.
That's it. Maybe
what a lovely smell. Old
tires I could use for that. I love watching these. Now, I'm not gay, but I love watching decorating shows. And not that there's anything wrong with being gay. If you want to be gay, it's just a thing. And so I woke up in the middle of the night the other night to that playing on the TV. It was like a French show, and there were these two guys. I don't know if they were gay, but it was dubbed, which was funny. It sounded really natural until I put on my glasses and I noticed their lips are not matching their words, and they are all speaking the French accents, and they're oh no, we do it this way, and so on. They're in the French countryside where they live, and they go over to England and they redo all these old houses, like 200 and 300 and 400-year-old houses, and they take the stuff that's falling apart and they rebuild it and reconstruct and do new design and all that stuff, or incorporate new design into old.
Sounds like Save the Chateau.
Save the Chateau.
It's a great show.
Save the Chateau in your chapeau. And so it was a great show. And I tuned in and out of, in my sleep, several episodes of that. And I thought that was really cool. Some of the stuff they did, old wine cellars, and they fixed them up. And I thought, let's just get a bunch of beams, and I could 2x4 the beams together, or beam the beams together. I saw him laying out a table, and he laid it all out. He went to the lumber yard, and he's laying out all these things in the shape of what he wanted. And I thought, I could do the same thing with the bed. That'd be interesting. And then you bolt it all together and all that, and you got a big bed, and you put, like, I don't know, little Cupid or animal figures on the tops of the posts. And lions. And you get yourself a big polster bed. Big Henry VIII bed. But they had all those big things. They had the spindles coming up on the ends of the bed, and they had the big, like, ball things that would come up. They were like massive, like almost like pineapple shaped. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what those were.
Upside down pineapple, baby.
Yeah, upside down pineapple. Boom. So let's see. Soft curtain lights, says Carlene. Yeah, we should just hang curtains on the wall. Some fabrics. Hi, Ellie. How you doing this morning?
I'm snapping Sam.
You're snapping Sam?
Yeah, I'm on Snapchat.
With Sam?
Yeah.
Brother Sam?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Like,
say hi to Sam.
Duh.
Come to call into the radio show.
Good morning, Ellery. How are you today?
There's Uncle Dave. Look at him. Make eye contact. Hi, Uncle Dave. Anyway,
say hi to Sam for me.
Bearskin rug, Carlene. You're in my head. I thought right there in the foreground. Wouldn't that be a great place for a bearskin rug?
Oh yeah, you got to get a polar bear one though.
Polar bear one to match the pile lining on the. Of course, that's the winter,
and that should be easy because with global warming and everything, there should be dead polar bear carcasses all over
everywhere. Let's just drive north and find one on the side of the road.
Pick one up. And
can you keep those if you find them?
I don't know. I think it's like roadkill down here. You have to call the state police and get it tagged and show that you hit it with your car or whatever, and then they'll let you take the carcass.
George April says Moroccan bedroom. Yeah, you know what would look cool in here? What I'm thinking, when I say this has no ambiance yet, it's because it's not decorated yet. Only thing I brought in the 2 Roman statues in the back down on the floor.
House gods.
I thought, can I build around that? Then I looked at, I got a message from Russ. I wonder what Russ, hold on a second. Let me get on my mouse, baby. You don't have to go anywhere. What's Russ say? Oh, he's been doing some technical work on the radio to make the live stuff better. That's very cool. I didn't go live on the radio with this show because I didn't talk to Russ about doing the Sunday show, and it's always been informal. So I don't know that this would make good radio. It's just a Sunday morning, wake up, have your coffee podcast. Hey, speaking of making coffee, would you go up, get my French press coffee, fill that, put it in the microwave because it's probably cooled down. Just put it in the microwave for 1 minute and put a little creamer in it, please. You know where my coffee is up there? All right. People go,
thank you, sweetheart.
Your coffee? Yeah, only when it gets cold. I don't have time, and I can't make a new pot. So Ken Ballas, bedroom X, he calls it, or is it bedroom 10? Let's see. So yeah, Moroccan bedroom, says George April. Maybe that would be interesting. But I thought of, like going out today, and is this illegal, Dave, nowadays? I can't remember. Can you go clip cattails anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
Somebody said something to me a long time ago about, you can't clip those in Minnesota now. Because I thought, we've got a big floor vase.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's not like they're not going to grow back.
Yeah, and get long fronds and.
Do I put the creamer in before the microwave or after?
You can do
after. You
can do after. Do it after. She's actually wonderful. She is so good at doing, not because I snap my fingers and she does it, because sometimes you know her. She's like, she would tell me to fuck off if she knew she could use that language with me.
Ja.
But she sometimes is so eager to do stuff for us. And she's always asking when we're doing stuff, can I do that? It's just, sometimes with the kids, you're like, just let me get it done. And she gets mad at me. Okay, come on over. You can stir this, but watch out, it's boiling. Or
Uncle Dave, if I were going to stab you in our sleep, do I come in under the rib cage or just push down through? Oh, well, let's think about that.
Just go 1 minute. Thank you. She's amazing. Carly Sagan said, this looks like it'd make a perfect XXX movie set. Triple X movie set. You might be right, Carly. Just need to hang some studio lights.
Well, and what's really nice is there's plenty of room at the foot of the bed for a cam replacement. So I hate when they're crowded.
Carlene, what do you spray with hairspray to keep them from shedding? Your bear rugs?
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't they collect a lot of dust then?
I have no idea. See, Moroccan light, says George April. I have to take a look at Moroccan light. I know I've got that picture up there, and it's just been sitting there. We were talking about it for 2 seconds, and it's been sitting there. We'll just use that as our background shot off to the side today. Oh, wait, off to the side today. So if you come up with some great, so far, that's a great.
Is that the old bedspread from the
brown one?
Portland house?
Yes.
See, and I've been trying to find one of those. I wanted one of those for the
You
motorhome.
can't find them anymore. That
No.
is folks, that brown bedspread at the end of my bed is the one I've talked about in the ghost story. We'd had it pulled off of us. It's an old Woolrich thing. Is heavy. It's
heavy. It's
feels
very
like
heavy.
40 pounds when you're carrying it, but it's
It's
heavy.
a
And it's got the
microfiber
pile
with a
lining
fake
underneath.
fur. Yeah, so it's a microfiber with a fake fur, so it looks like it's a fur blanket, and that the brown
It's
is
made
the
to look like
suede.
suede with the microfiber pile lining underneath, and that's a huge king-sized comforter. And I just roll it up at the end of the bed, and we pull it over if we need it. By the way, the checkered one is also it's fluffier than it looks. There, I just make a tight Marine Corps bed, snap a coin off of it. But that's got the same thing. It's got that microfiber on top and the pile lining white all underneath. So it's like sheepskin. That thing's almost as heavy. And so if you get a really cold night, you just pull those both over. And what was I going to say about that? Oh, that's the blanket Raini wanted me to burn after we got together. I've had that blanket longer than I've known Raini, and it's still in perfect shape. There is a testament to the quality of Woolrich products.
I believe you bought it at Dayton's, didn't you?
I bought it at Dayton's, which is now no longer. Yeah, look on eBay. Maybe you'll find it. Look for a Woolrich, the brown suede, faux suede with the pile lining on it. Hey, good morning, Chuck Henriksen. But so far in our contest for how to decorate this room, I think that Carly Sagan's got the winning suggestion so far. This looks like it'd make a perfect XXX movie set. Yeah, keep sending in your suggestions. And but yeah, I want to do things in this room that it would be like it's like stagecraft, just like anything else. Taking long bolts of fabric. We had this shimmery kind of translucent orangey yellow and gold fabric once, which sounds hideous when you're describing it, but you put it up against a certain color or against certain colors. I'd like to have a whole bolt of that and just take and do it. Like, what do they call that when you do, Dave? You connect it, and then you wave it over, and you connect it again. And you wave. What's that? Swags, and then you let it drop down in the corner. And that's where I thought you have the big jug with the tall cattails and long fronds. Hundreds of them. So it's a dense thing in the corner there. You do stuff like that. Maybe that's too 80s or 90s. I don't know. Oh man, it cut mine out. Is yours gone? I still see it over here. Carly says a nice little bench at the foot of the bed for storage and to sit down and put slippers on or change clothes, etc. Yeah, exactly. I've got my big Captain Seaman's pirate trunk up in the garage. Dave, have you seen that one up in the corner? It's green, dark green and black and old brass fittings. And here comes my coffee. My coffee.
Oh, I wish you were here to get me a cup of coffee. Mine is empty.
Will you go get Dave a cup of coffee now? No. So
thank you, sweetheart.
Baby. I sure appreciate the coffee. Come here. Thank you. He has an aversion to being smooched. I don't know what that is. YouTube blocked your XXX remark? I can see it here. Or did you put up a different one? Try again, and I'll let it go through. Let's see.
Yeah, I can still see it on my page.
She's going to take a picture of me for Sam.
Say hi to Sam for me.
Say hi to Sam. Tell him to join us on the radio.
I do.
I haven't seen him come in yet. Dad is doing radio. He's asking you to call in on radio. Thank you. I love it when they can spell.
Yeah. What I love is the fact that Sam is chatting with his 7-year-old sister.
Yes. Carly, send it to my Facebook Messenger. See if it goes through there. I'm just curious as to what you said now. Or call in and tell us. Call in, Carly. Everybody, call in, Carly. Call in, Carly.
Call in.
We want
What could
Carly.
you have said that they are blocking?
What would you have said that they're blocking? That's funny. Should have
I
had a
don't know.
funny remark, but YouTube blocked it. Add a stuffed lion and a throne.
Said I'll keep them coming.
In the Triple X room. But ching. Field guy's sitting there being good today, he says.
Hey KB, how are you?
Kenny, KB, morning coffee. Remember, every morning, Monday through Friday, at let's see, it's 8 a.m. here, so 9 a.m. Virginia time, East Coast time. Go over to Kenny's Facebook page and join his chat. Morning coffee with KB. I heard something break. Did you like cough and break a glass?
I've got that feeling like I have dust in the back of my throat and I cannot shake it.
Carly call-in hour. Yeah, this is the Carly call-in hour. Come on, Carly, get over here. And I'll take the bedroom off the picture so we can blow you up. Scotty, I sent it to your FB Messenger. Let's see. Let's see what she said. Nice. I think it was the spelling that maybe they took it off because of the spelling. So she said, "I'll keep them coming."
Yeah, I see that here.
I don't see it on my end.
They put a star on the U.
Oh, they did? That's wild that that YouTube can do that. I don't care. You know, it's like somebody wants to come on YouTube and talk that way, it's up to them, but not if you're not paying for it, I guess.
Hey, speaking of censorship, what do you think about the whole Twitter?
Oh, I'm all for what? First of all, I was all for Elon Musk buying it in the first place. Okay, you go lay on the big bed. She's going in the other room to lay on the big bed. And then the kids, she jumped on it yesterday. She did a running pile dive into that bed. She hit it and went, and then it scratched the paint. So the paint, for having been done 3 days ago, is still not fully cured. So send me the call-in link, Scotty. Okay, let me give you the call-in link, Carly.
I'm seriously bummed about that paint because it was designed as floor paint. It should be much more durable.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that it wasn't as durable. That, like I was saying, the paint out there is incredibly durable. You can almost not put a scratch on it if you tried. There, Carly, I sent it to your Facebook Messenger when I suppose I could have just pasted it into the main window too. Boom, there it is. That is the call-in number, guys. Here, I'll take the bed out. I'll take the bedroom out. No, I'll keep it up because maybe she's got a couple of comments about what to do to make this bedroom look fantastic. Moroccan light, said George Abril. I have to look up what I know what Moroccan is. What is Moroccan light? L-I-T-E. Let's see. Moroccan light image.
L-I-G-H-T or L-I-T-E?
I want to say he said maybe he meant a Moroccan light to hang down. There's some cool Moroccan lights here. Even though I spelled it L-I-T-E, all I'm getting is lights. They're like the ones that are like star-shaped, star-shaped, flat. 2 layers with the Islamic-looking symbology all over it, or patterns. Yeah, that could look pretty cool in there. I know. Let's put in a dome. I want a dome in me bedroom.
Bob John, did you mean where is Flynn or we? Because you wrote we're is Flynn.
Oh, I wonder if that is his buddy upstairs who spent the night over here. Bob John, where's Flynn? Flynn's upstairs. Oh, here's Carly. Let's bring her in. Boom. There's Carly. How you doing, Carly?
Bob John said a
Hello.
couple of potatoes.
I'm
I'm trying to make sure I don't have
better.
any feedback.
No feedback.
Okay, awesome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
morning.
Welcome to this. This is your first time. Is this your first time calling in?
No, it's my second or third.
Second or third. Okay.
Mhm.
It's my memory. It's
Great
my
hair.
brain. So Carly's been here almost since, probably since before the beginning of this.
I
of this
started-
show.
I started with Roger. Roger found you guys going on
That's right.
how many years? At least 3 years ago.
At least 3. When we started with Odyssey Radio, was August of 3 years ago. So a little bit over 3 years. And Field Guy says, "Oh my, I think that's for you, Carly." So there she is again just for you, Field Guy.
I
There
feel
she is.
guy.
Here, let's see if it works when I do it for him. Hi, Field Guy.
No, it's more like this.
Here, wait, Dave. There you go. Now do it.
I feel guy.
Dave nailed it.
Dave nailed it.
Better
Dave,
than
you just
me.
put all that bushy hair up there and you go, and you could be, I'm your furry friend, Field Guy. What? Do I have what?
Snapchat.
Snapchat? I do not. I know what it is, but I do not have it. There's Carly. Say
I
hi,
have
Carly.
Snapchat,
Valerie.
sweetheart. Why?
Hi, Ellery.
Hi.
You trying to get on Snapchat, girlfriend?
I have Snapchat already.
You have it already?
Mom got her Snapchat and governs it.
These kids
So-
these days.
I know.
I
They're
know.
going up too fast.
I think Uncle Dave has a Snapchat. I don't go on it very often, but
I don't have one. I don't have I've got a TikTok, but I've never used it.
I used to have a TikTok and took it off. But
Like Rowan, Rowan comes and she goes, "Dad, why don't you have a TikTok? You should get a TikTok, Dad." I go, "Why?" She can do this. I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm making a smoothie." So it's like, what? Yeah.
I don't have TikTok either, and I feel I lied. I do have it, but I don't use it. So
She's got it.
Oh my goodness! Kinsey has one, so I.
There you go. Everybody tells me you need to have a TikTok. That's what they told me when I first got Instagram. Dad, my older daughter's.
Instagram.
Well,
You do.
you do have to get into TikTok because we're old now because Instagram, that stuff is out.
Instagram is for boomers now. I hear.
TikTok.
Oh, that's
is
a
the new
boomer thing. Really? I just got used to using it.
Yeah, it's taking over. I think TikTok first, YouTube second, Instagram maybe third, Facebook probably fourth.
Look who we have joining us. KB. There's Kenny
Hey, good
Ballo.
morning.
good morning,
everybody.
KD.
Hey, it's a great Sunday show. I'll sit back, I listen, and I enjoy it. I really do. I mean, it's the bedroom was good. I thought of the name earlier. I said, a locker room. I mean,
The
that's just
locker
me,
room.
KB. Yeah, the locker room. But hey, I just want to sit back, enjoy it, and just say good morning, everybody. And hey, it's a great show on Sundays. I look forward to it. And I'm gonna sit back, relax, have my morning coffee, and enjoy the show. I want to do.
Outstanding. It's good to see you, KB.
Always good to see you.
Hey, it's
Always
always
good
good to see me.
baby.
It's always good to see me for one reason. I'm up this way instead of this way. That's why it's good to see
Yeah,
KB.
that's true.
Here's to one more
I think
day
it-
above the roses.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, when you get my age, it's a good day because I'm up this way. I'm not laying this way, and
Right,
not dusty.
right. Yeah,
How's
that's
the weather in
at our
Virginia
age.
today?
And, good morning to you guys, Dave, and all you guys, and
How's
Golly.
Virginia this morning?
Good morning.
Hey, it's a beautiful day here in Virginia today. We're going to around 72 degrees today. It's going to be nighttime lows around 43 degrees, but it's a nice day.
Me
You know,
too.
Very nice. Hold on a second. Let me check something here. Hey, Siri, what's today's temperature going to be?
I can't tell your location because of your settings. Where would you like to hear the weather for?
Well, that's new.
I'm not sure I understand.
Let's see. Where am I?
You're in Wisconsin.
Somerset, Wisconsin. What's the high temp for Somerset, Wisconsin today? Here. Hey, Siri, what's the high temperature going to be today in Somerset, Wisconsin?
The high temperature in Somerset, Wisconsin will be 63 degrees Fahrenheit today.
63. Just
There you
10
go.
degrees off from you.
Yeah, that's nice weather. No doubt, it's nice weather. But yeah,
That's
it's a
nice to
day.
have that this time of year.
It is that. Well, look, I'm not going to sit over here and let you guys have your show, and I'm just going to kick back.
You're
sit
part
back
of it.
and watch
You're the show.
Oh no! I'm not the show. Show's not about me. It's about you guys. You guys are the show. That's the thing. It's about you guys.
It's about you guys.
All right.
Scotty brought you in, so it's about you too now.
Yeah. Listen
That's
to
a scary
Carly.
thing to think about. That's a scary thing to think about. Let me tell you. But yeah, I love the topics. You guys talk about anything. I mean, I tell you what. I was watching y'all talk about the bedroom, and you know, I'm not saying I've seen any movies, but it reminded me of a set that I've seen somewhere.
It reminds me of a set I've seen.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
Behind the green door.
boing, boing, boing. One of the X-rated movie sets. Yeah, when the X-rated movie sets set up, like, you know, you wait for somebody to walk in or something, you know.
Yeah.
I think we need to paint the bedroom door green.
Yeah. Beyond the green door.
Yeah, beyond
That's
the green
an
room.
oldie. And don't ask me why I know this, but Marilyn Chambers, whatever happened to her? She's still alive?
No, I think she passed, didn't she?
I don't know. But
I think she passed.
KB
I
was
might
who
be
I was
wrong.
talking about.
Yeah, but if I'm wrong, I don't mind being corrected. But I thought somebody said she passed away.
Yeah.
I know Vanessa Sanchez
Might
passed.
be. Yeah, I have no idea.
She also starred on Golden Blonde.
Oh,
Golden Blonde?
On Golden Blonde, you know, it was the back in the day they did a takeoff on any major Hollywood. Instead of on Golden Blonde, it was on Golden Blonde.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's Beth Kirkham. Welcome, Beth Kirkham, to the show. And I thought I saw somebody who is.
Hey, Beth.
George Haberl said, "Ciao." Does that mean you're leaving or you're coming or going? Ciao is ubiquitous, not ubiquitous. Is ambidextrous, isn't it?
Good morning and cheers with my coffee. I had to go grab my iced coffee.
What was that, Carly?
I said good morning and cheers with my coffee. I had to go grab my iced coffee.
Yeah, iced coffee is good. Oh, did KB leave when I wasn't looking?
Oh, he did.
I kept my phone with me. It's a new one. Hold on, let me get it in my phone. It's Oreo.
Delight iced coffee. Well, Delight is what I use for my creamer. I use French vanilla creamer.
It's
sugar-free,
Oreo
of course.
flavored.
It's what flavored? Oreo?
Oreo.
Nice.
Yes.
Nah, Oreos aren't good in coffee. They're only good in Guinness.
Oh.
Whoa.
No, I don't need to text him.
Yes.
Why should I text him? It's your thing. Here.
Say, Ellery. Ellery,
Son.
can I ask you a question? Ellery, can I ask you a question? Is your brother Flynn awake yet?
What? Hit send.
You said.
Hit send. Send. The little button with the S-E-N-D in it. There you go. So, what were you saying? Who was saying what, Dave?
Oh, I was asking if Flynn was up. I'm pretty sure that Bob John is one of Flynn's friends.
He's probably his buddy from some of the things that were said.
Yeah.
Bob John.
I think it's great that his friends call in on your radio show and join up occasionally.
Bob John. I've seen other names.
Excuse me.
So where is Flynn? Well, if he's saying where is Flynn, I don't think that is the kid who's here. That's got to be one of his other friends then. because they're both laying up on the sofas in the living room. So they slept on the sofas.
I was gonna say they're probably still fast asleep too, aren't they?
Probably. Now, what are you? I gotta blow your picture up, Carly. Are you like in one of those cool constellation tents or something? I'm
I
looking
am
behind
in
you.
a room that's under construction, but this is my awesome tapestry. That's
Nice.
Oh, that's nice with the chakras.
Yeah,
Love
the
it.
chakras.
Let me try and I'm terrible with the camera. I'm an old person. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I
you're an
am.
old
I'm
person,
like,
so you
which
can't figure out where to
direction?
point the camera.
So old. What are you, like 30?
Close.
I think she's
34.
28.
No. I'm 34
Oh,
going on
no,
35
no.
in March.
34,
No way.
35. Wow.
I'm 25.
I believe it.
I'm
I've been
26
25 for
up here.
34 years. I'm good at it.
So Rainey's going to be, she will be 40. Is she 43 now? No, she's 42 now. She'll be 43 in April. So, wow, that's a long way away. That's not saying. So, not worth saying. She's 42 right now. So, I will be 62 in about a month. So,
when's your
that's
birthday?
coming up. Yeah, I'm a boomer.
When is your birthday? What day?
November 23rd is my birthday. They always used to do, did you drop, Ken? Oh, I thought you left. He dropped. Call back if you want. When I was growing up as a little kid, I always thought Thanksgiving was my birthday, and that's the reason everybody came over. Family was always gather for Scotty's birthday.
It was all for you all those years.
It was all for me.
Let's all be thankful that Scotty came into our life.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm gonna try and think of
We are thankful for many things, but above them all, that it's Scotty's birthday. So,
Scott's Giving.
Yes, Scott's Giving. It should be renamed. What? None of that was discernible.
Yeah.
What the hell? Did you just have a meltdown?
It's a happy yell, but it sounds like "Who hab verkehr of Hemmen ho Flaribi, de Fukte Huben."
Oh, she's speaking Swedish.
I don't know. She's dancing, and I can't understand a single word she's saying.
Hey, I got one for you, Scotty.
Okay.
When the kids are acting up,
Yeah.
I have a Hungarian saying you could say to them.
What's that?
Mien pichaba.
Mien
pichaba. Mien pichaba.
Mien pichaba.
Mien pichaba.
It means go kiss a dog's ass.
Nice. Mien pichaba.
My dad heard that from my grandma, who came from Hungary, very often growing up.
Mien. You got to say it with a bearded Hungarian woman's voice.
Mien pichaba.
My grandfather, my mom's stepdad, was Hungarian. They were Hungarian Jews.
Okay.
And so he wasn't Hungarian. He was American, born here, but his parents were Hungarian Jews. So, but Miam Bichaba. And my stepdad, when I was a little kid, was Ukrainian. Vasil Nikolajenko was his name, and he had a heavy accent up until he died about 10 years ago now. But he was in his 80s when he died, but he still had that heavy accent. And always, the Russian sounded like Russian, but it was Ukrainian, and he always talked that way. And Niet. Whatever that meant. I don't remember. He used to send us to Ukrainian school on Saturday mornings for an hour to learn Ukrainian when I was.
But I'm not Ukrainian, Papa.
But I'm not Ukrainian. I'm Welsh.
That's so cool, though. It sounded like you were speaking very pure Ukrainian.
He was as Ukrainian as they come.
Svetlana speaks Ukrainian.
Hey out there. Keep it down a little bit. That's a little loud. or I will send you away.
Svetlana
Mine
speaks Ukrainian, does she not?
Or whatever the saying was. Mine Bichobia.
Mian Pichaba.
Mian Pichiba.
Mm-hmm.
Mian Pichiba.
I come on the show and I teach such great things, don't I?
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. In other languages.
I am your guest that when I come on, you need to put a XXX rating.
We go triple X rating for this one. Mian Pichiba.
I can't really...
Extra lovely.
That's extra lovely.
I love it. You guys are good. I'm not very great at accents.
Oh, you just listen. You
It's
listen
all the vowel sounds.
When we were doing the Clan Tartan back in the mid-90s, I remember I would hone my Scottish accent by listening to Braveheart or watching Braveheart and watching Liam Neeson doing Rob Roy.
Yes.
And the drunker you got, by the way, the deeper.
It's easier, yeah.
It was so easy when you were drinking.
Burning's one thing, or shagging's one thing, burning's another.
Yeah, we'd quote lines from the Rob Roy movie. Oh, burning her's one thing, shagging her's one thing, burning her's another. And let's see. Oh, I'm hurt, he says. You hurt me. He stabbed him in the neck. He goes, not bad enough. Or the best one was the drunk guy who was the fighter, and he comes into the tavern and he's absolutely hammered, and he wants to challenge Rob Roy, and he draws his sword in the pub, and everybody spreads away, and he comes up and he says, "Are you Rob Roy McGregor?" And he says, "I am." And he says, "I have business with you. Business best done outside." And and he said, "Well, what's your business with me?" And so and he says, and he challenges me, sticks his sword in his face, and he says, and Rob Roy's just looking up at him over his drink, and he goes, "It's a duel." And he says, "Okay." He says, "First cut." And he says, "Aye, first cut." And so he takes his hand up and he runs it along the edge of his blade, shink, and he goes, "Oh, well done." So it's a great scene. This is another time.
I'm not going to dick around fencing you. Yeah.
Another time when we're both sober. Yeah, there's some great lines in that movie. So
I'm going to have to watch it and hone my inner accent as well. Then
you're gonna have to, lass. You're gonna have to get that accent, and then we can all talk.
It's a great film.
It's a great film. It is. And I like to listen to how they round their words. I watch some of these when I'm working. I'll listen to some of these historical shows about Scotland or something. There's one guy in particular that talks about the history of Scotland, and I just listen to the way he says certain things, like the word "look," for instance, or "hook." We'll say the word "look," and amateurs with Scottish accents, they'll go "look," and but he'll say it like it's almost like there's a in the middle of it. It's like look. He'll say, "Look at the scene over here," and this is where there were 250 people were slain by the British Army, in a fight. So. So good stuff, fun stuff.
You are good. Oh, you can mute our mics. I saw Dave just do that.
I can, Dave. We can. If you look on, I think the screen, I don't know what your screen looks like. There should be a mute button, or on your own screen, like, boom, I just muted you. But I think in your own little screen down at the bottom, if you see that, there's a little mute button or a mic button, and you can.
I'm old. I said I'm getting used to this. Oh, I see the mic button. Let me.
That's right.
Oh. Cool. So I can clear my throat and be professionals like
That's
you
right.
at the mute button.
That's right. so you can mute your own voice and your own microphone. And and the thing about drinking, when we were doing these shows with the accents, you lose your inhibition and you get it, your voice gets a little crustier, a little rougher, and so you can it was like the time when I was three sheeps to the wind, and and that's where it comes out a wee bit better. And Scottish is harsher than Irish, because Irish, you can put on an affectatious Irish very easily, because you just raise your voice a wee bit and you talk like that, like an Irishman. But that's not how
A wee
Irish
bit
really talk.
wispier.
That's all. Oh, they're after me Lucky Charms. It's me pot of gold. And but but the real Irish don't. They sound a little different than that.
Well, and it depends on where you are.
Back.
When you do the Irish, there's three distinct different ones. There's an Eastern Irish, there's a Southern Irish, and there's a Northern Irish.
That's right.
Really?
Just like Eastern, Southern, Northern, and the United States.
Would never think about
It's
that.
the same with Scots. There's, the Highland Scotch. They have that. They have that great big, wee buskin type of brawly brogue. And you go down into the lowlands, and they talk a bit like that. They're a bit, and they round off all their L's and their H's, or H's as they say in England. And so I was watching. Oh, you know what I was watching? A good paranormal show that's out there. Chris Fleming is doing this new show, Haunted Scotland.
Oh yeah,
and well worth watching. If you get like Discovery Plus, you can find it, Haunted Scotland. And he's got this whole Scottish, and they're all talking like this. And we visited Glenmoran Castle, and for the gloaming of the day, and we went there, and the ghosts come out in the gloaming. And and it's like so listening to those accents, you listen to them and enough, and that's what I used to do when I was a kid for fun. I'd listen to accents and try to do them. How about you, Kenny? You got your Greek? Oppa! Your Greek?
I don't do any Greek shows or nothing like that, or Greek food or nothing like that. I was what Dave said earlier. What do people think about Twitter, freedom of speech? I think it's a great thing. I love it. I'm a guy of freedom of speech. I'm not a political correct person, and I guess you know that. I say what's on my mind. If it hurts your feelings, it too shall pass, and you'll get over it. But I think freedom of speech is a great thing.
I think it's a great thing what he's doing, and people go, "Oh, he's just doing it for money." And you know what? There's a lot of money to be made doing what he's doing, and he's going to take advantage of that. But at the same time, he's saying, "Look, I just spent $44 billion on this, and
not even worth 20, but
44." And but like he says, I'm doing this to create a free platform.
Yeah.
He says, this is for history. This is for posterity. Not everybody who's bloody, filthy rich only is out for themselves. His businesses do that for him. Why do you think he has $44 billion to begin with? Because he's good at business. Why can he throw away $44 billion on Twitter? Because that's probably in the long run going to promote what he does. It's going to promote his whole Starlink thing and all of this. And you know what? He's going to make money on it. That's okay. I don't care if he makes money. I don't care if anybody makes money on it. If you have a business, it's there to make money off of.
Yep.
And so, but he's also got, he's got an altruistic interest in it as well. Where he's saying, I'm doing this because I think it needs to be done. He's grown sick and tired of watching the censorship that's out there, that you have free speech all the way up until you speak it on our platform, and then we're going to censor you.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, isn't he just going to do that the other way around? No,
I don't think he is.
He hinted at it the other day. He said something about, we're going to have different experiences that you can choose from and do your thing over here. So Yes.
You know, like I'm like you, Scotty. I believe in freedom of speech, and I'll tell people, as long as you don't threaten, dismember, harm, or kill anybody,
Hold on.
you
don't
have
go
a right as an American citizen to speak what's on your mind without being penalized. And I'm a firm believer of freedom of speech. You know, because it's going to come a time somewhere, I hope it never does, but you won't be able to say what you want to say, regardless if it's on Scotty's show. You know, they'll censor
right.
you. They say you can no longer get on Scotty's show because what you said. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't believe in censorship. I mean, as long as you don't threaten to kill anybody, dismember, harm, or anything, you have a right to say what's on your mind. I mean,
That's
you really
right.
do. We've become a country of the offended. You know, we are the offended country, and like I say, I won't say things on here that I might say on my show, and I'm still surprised that I'm still on. I mean,
Yeah, I
I'll
am
be
too.
honest.
Some days I'm like, I just said something on Kenny's show. They're gonna pull his show today for sure.
Yeah, like I said, I've had people say, "Man, I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're still hanging in there." I mean, you know, like I said, you know, we don't threaten anybody. I don't do drama. You know, if you want a drama show, go ahead and get your show and call it the King Queen drama or whatever you want to call it. You do all the drama you like to do. I
But
don't do drama.
you will occasionally discuss things that in Virginia, I'm sure, are everyday porch front conversations.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
go, ooh, are you talking about? Ooh, I don't know if are you actually saying that on the radio? Ooh.
They'll get over it. I mean, it's as simple as that. It too shall pass, you know, and they will get over it. I mean, if you don't just cut me off, you don't have to like me, or sometimes I don't like me. I mean, I'm okay with that. I mean, you don't like me, cut me off. I'm
Sometimes I
okay
bore
with that.
myself to tears, and I have to
But
change
you know,
topics in midstream. I did that like Thursday night. I said, right in the middle of the show, I said, you know what? I'm bored with this. We're moving to something else.
there you go. I'll do you like that in a heartbeat, just like I just did you guys. You know,
Right.
I'll throw you off.
I'm sorry,
thing.
Kenny. What was that? Oh, where'd he go? I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's okay. Blame me. KB is used to it. I really am.
Did that to
What did you say, Carly?
He did that to me the other night, right in mid sentence. Just boop, I disappeared.
Carly said,
And like, oh, Dave, I didn't like what he said. What was that? Oh, sorry, Dave, you disappeared. So there he is.
Audio difficulties. Hey, that's what it was. It dropped the call. Audio difficulties.
That's it. So
yeah,
do I hear Mom? Do I hear Raini? You're on the phone with Raini?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, hi, Jamie.
Hi, Scotty.
How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie, says Uncle Dave. Here, let me have that for a second. There you go. You are now on radio with Uncle Dave, with Ken Ballos, and with Carly. So there's Jamie. That's our friend.
Kids.
No. Oh, I thought you were drawing on me. That's the next thing.
Yeah.
That's
it's always fun to get over with a Sharpie.
Scotty, I feel like the granddad. I think Carly said she was 35, and I was listening to y'all telling you all ages. I said, man, I feel like I'm granddad over here this morning.
Well, as you know, I've got 20 years on Raini.
Right.
And her mom had her very young. I'm actually 4 years older than my mother-in-law. So she was 16 when she had Raini. So I got 4 years on Barb. And we just started now. Raini and I have been together over 17 years, married for 15. And my mother-in-law and I are just starting to really get along.
I was just going to ask you that.
Yeah, we're doing okay. She's pretty cool. And she's always been cool in her own way. But, the mother-in-law is on a, my daughter is too young for you. And she never actually said that to me, but I think she thought that in the early years. And she might have been right. But, 18 years ago, I came across as if I was almost 30 years younger. And something snapped over. Dave, did this happen to you too? Ken, did this happen to you? I'm only talking to the old people, youngster Carly. But there's a point where I was in my 30s and then into my 40s where everybody thought I was 30 to 35. And I was actually 45 to 48. Somewhere in there, a switch flipped. And it was like overnight, then everybody thought I was 10 years older than I am. It was like, what the hell happened to me?
Look, and you know, I'm like
when
you
I grew
guys.
the beard out.
I look back, and I was, you know, and I was, believe it or not, I was looking back at some of the old shows we were doing on the radio, and I said, man, 5 years. I mean, you know, I've changed a lot in 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, for 70 years old, I feel pretty good shape for 70 and things like that. But I'm just like, wow. I mean, where's time gone? You know, and
I know.
it's amazing. I mean, but
I ask, where has my misspent youth gone? It is.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's great to see KB, because I'm up like this and not like this. At my age, I could go any minute.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you sure don't look 70. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's the devil's a liar, and I appreciate that. But
No,
but like I said, I'm like Scotty. It's always a great day when KB's this way instead of this way. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You know, I get up in the morning, it's like another day, another day. But like I said, we all, well, not you, Golly, but us three here, we're knocking on the door. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I thank God every day that I get up.
Well, Dave's the youngest of the three of us, so
yes,
the beard makes me look older, but I'm really not that old.
Yeah.
Dave, how old are you?
I'm 58 right now.
So yeah, I've got about 3-4 years on Dave. So, but we've known each other for 30 years.
Yeah.
You realize that, Dave? In this next year, 2023, we'll have known each other for 30 years.
Now that's something to celebrate. That's a good friendship.
How about that?
That's friendship.
Yeah, I always say it's all this gray hair. It's from teenagers. That's why I stopped dating them.
Yeah.
You know, Scotty, you're fortunate. Scotty, you're fortunate to have a friend like that. You know, like I said, I might have one friend left that I've known for 30-some years. I've got a friend of mine who was my partner for 30-some years, and even though we both retired from the department, we still call each other and chuckle at each other. We had another buddy, but he passed on. But it's great to have a friend like you got there. You can say, hey, we've been friends for 30 years.
Dave has been.
You got a lot of people say they're your friends. They're no more than an acquaintance.
Dave has been Uncle Dave to all my kids. I have 6 kids. Right. And my twin daughters, who will be 31 in January, they've known Uncle Dave their whole lives. My son Sam has known Uncle Dave his whole life. He's 21. And then I got Flynn, who's 13. He's known Dave his whole life. Ellery and Rowan have known Dave their whole life. So my kids have always known Dave has been a perpetual.
Oh, I'm losing it. My phone's dying.
Uh-oh. Plug it in, Dave. Plug it in. Oh,
trying.
He's trying. I remember, Dave, I went to England in 2005 with a couple of buddies. We went for 2 weeks, and we castle hopped and pub hopped for 2 weeks. And I've told stories about that trip. It was an epic trip. And I talk to my old buddies, and they go, God, was that 17 years ago already? Yeah. Can you believe that? I had dark hair, and they were younger than I'm. Now they're my age, the age I was back then. And so I tease them. I go, you guys are getting old. But, Dave's over in a different window now. Here, where is he?
Yeah, take that one down.
There you are. Oh, I got 2 Dave Potters now.
2 Daves.
How the hell did that happen?
I got it plugged in.
We've crossed the streams. So
I got it plugged in.
There we go.
It should be off. Yeah, it's got 1% on it now.
I know you guys will get upset because I'm having my breathing treatment this morning.
I'm upset because I can't join you because I'm in the house.
Yeah, I am too. We're not allowed to smoke anywhere.
Oh, there's Carly. There's Carly toking up her big.
The neighbors get in their car and literally drive out of the parking lot to smoke.
I need one of those.
The people become offended when you talk about I smoke. You know, and they get, oh man, you smoke, blah blah blah. I said no, I'm having a breathing treatment.
I like that.
I don't smoke.
I've never heard that before. I like that, Ken.
Yeah, I'll tell everybody I'm gonna have my breathing treatment. You know, so that's what I'm having. I'm having a breathing treatment.
I suckle at the teat of the dark mistress.
Right.
There it is.
I have a question for you, Ken, that Roger wants me to ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you sitting in a Suzuki Samurai?
I'm sitting in a 1989 Suzuki Samurai, getting completely restored. It's been rebuilt from the bottom up. The only thing I don't think I got left there is to do the paint job, but it's like a brand new car. I mean, I put some money into it, and over to the other side of me, I just bought a 1967. Let me see if I can swing it over here. A 1967 Mustang.
Look at
I
that.
paid $2,000 for that car.
Baby,
guy
that's
That's what you put
beautiful.
into it.
Yeah, the guy that I bought it from sold it to me for $2,000. His wife passed away.
Oh,
He put all new interior, all new floor pans, all new front end. Just got it painted. When his wife passed away, he took it and put it in his backyard and covered it up. He kept saying, "Look, I got a '67 Mustang, KB. I'll sell it to you." Well, I'm thinking a '67 Mustang is in the backyard and it's got a cover on it. Well, I'm thinking rust bucket under the cover. That's what I'm thinking. Big rust spots and all that.
mhm.
And so when he said, "Come by," if you're not, I'm gonna get rid of it. I said, "All right, I'll be by today." So I went by that morning, and he said, "You want to see it?" I pulled the cover back. I said, "How much you want for it?" He said, $2,000. I'll take it.
Sold.
Yeah,
That's the only word that could come out of your mouth at that point. Sold.
Yeah, I had to take it. $2,000.
Here you go.
Solid.
Take my money.
When I was a young chef, I bought a Mustang off one of the waitresses, and came in one night and I said, "I got a question. There's these two small holes in the headliner. The hell are those from?" And she said, "Prom night, stilettos." And I'm like, I don't understand how that was physically possible in that car, because there's hardly room for two people to sit in the bucket seats, let alone lay in the bucket seats.
I don't know. Look, guys, I'm gonna show you real fast.
Yeah,
Yoga
let's see it.
makes everything possible.
Is that the castle by the roadside back there?
I'm sorry.
Is that the castle by the roadside we saw in the background?
That's one. Yeah, that's the castle by the roadside.
that's
Back
one of my
a little
castles.
small one. That's the castle. I'm telling you.
That's one of my castles. That's my small castle.
Yeah, that's the main castle.
The main castle that wouldn't fit in the frame. That's my Kenny Bellows
No,
impersonation. Impersonation. So
let me see.
YouTube at its finest, says Field Guy. Yeah, here we are. Here we
I
are.
done lost you guys for a second. It looks like.
Oh, I see you froze
a
up for a
bit.
second. You're still with us though. Oh, uh-oh.
We can still hear you.
Yeah, you gotta have everything. Tell me.
Oh,
I think you're kind of
got
there. You're
audio.
kind of frozen. We hear
Turn
you
your
from a
camera
moment
on
to
and off.
moment. And folks, his signal is coming back. It's coming back. Well, let's wait for him. Red Dog 1 to Red
it's
Dog
coming back.
Squadron.
I
Red Dog
think
1 to
I'm
Red
still
Dog
somewhere.
Squadron.
I'm trying to find the camera.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
I can hear him.
You're frozen, but I can hear
I can hear me. I guess you can hear me, but I don't see
you.
you.
Turn your camera on and off once.
Yeah, turn your camera on and off. Let's see if you come back.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Let's see. I'm going to remove you and add you back in. I don't think. Let's see. He turned it off. Uh-oh. We may have gotten rid of him completely.
Hey, Rowan, how are you this morning?
And here's Rowan.
hi, Rowan.
Filling in for KB. There she is. With Bob Saget.
It's a. Hey, Bob Saget.
Oh, hey, Bob Saget.
Yes, it did. I did.
Why is there a picture of our bedroom?
Because it was showing off the bedroom. See, look, I can do it again. Boom. There it is.
Oh, you wanted to bring my pussycat in too, Robert?
Oh, look at this one. Look at this one, Ro.
We should get
Say
one.
hi. This is Gwenny. She
Gwenny.
is not happy. Hi,
Not
Gwen.
happy.
Grumpy cat.
Look at your face. Look at your camera. Oh.
I am not a big cat fan, frankly. Kenny, I'm going to remove Kenny because I think his
I
stream
think we've
is
lost him.
You don't like pussycats?
Kenny, call back if you hear us. It's not that I dislike cats. It's that I got no time for them. I got other things to do.
Oh, yeah.
I got other things to put my affection
Hold on,
into.
Dave. You want to see a real grumpy cat? Hold on.
Let's see Grumpy Cat.
This is Grumpy Cat.
There he is, huh? There you go, Grumpy Stack.
This is my real life Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat.
My
Grumpy
cat looks like
grumpy,
I am gonna
Grumpy Cat.
claw at somebody's eyes. I'm not here for your amusement. Put me
I'm
down,
not
woman.
here.
He is
Put
a
me
very
down.
cat. He will not bite. He will not scratch. He will just hang out.
And then if you want to distract him, you just shine a laser light on the floor. Oh.
Uh-huh. No, except this one's too smart. He's a purebred. My smart cats, my purebreds, they won't go after the lasers. They just look at my hands like, are you serious right now?
The thing about purebreds,
in your hand, woman, I cannot be fooled.
I cannot be fooled.
Yes, they cannot be fooled. But my domestic cats, they go after the laser like crazy. And my one cat growing up, when I was little, I would make the laser go up the wall and up the doors, and she would jump up the wall like good 3.5 feet getting that laser pointer.
Did you have fun last night, Rowan?
Let me have him.
What'd you do, Rowan?
Hi, Bob Saget.
I scared tiny children and made them cry.
What you doing?
Nice.
Oh, why are your ears all flat? I can flatten them even more for you. How about that?
Mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm gentle.
I say they look like a rabbit when you pull their ears back like that. You make them look like a rabbit.
Over there. So, yeah, I can make my cat's ears go back. Hi, how are you? He's like, it's like, don't you flatten your ears at me. This one tries to guide me to the food every morning to feed him.
Just in case you're not sure where it's at.
I'll get up to stagger to the bathroom and zing across my feet. And then he aims toward the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's back. Now I'm down here, but when I was up, there's Kenny again. Let's bring him back in. And so I'll be upstairs. I'll go make my coffee. Zing! And I walk in that direction to go outside with my coffee. And the cat, zing, runs across my feet and goes to the top of the stairs because his food's downstairs. He starts going down the stairs. And then I go, ha, psych, I'm going outside. And then he stops about 3 steps down like, fucker. So that's my cat.
No, this is my cat.
No, that's the cat, I should say. Talking about. So he tries to guide me to the food every morning. It's like, dude, I feed you every day. It's Pavlovian. I get up and start walking around, and the cat tries to guide me to his dish.
They act like they've never been fed in their lives. Like you starve them.
Exactly. He would sit. We've got his stuff. We thought we had to protect him from the big old cat, Oscar, the big black fat cat, with arthritis. And he's about 16 years old. And I don't know why I went Southern on his voice, but he's like, boy, you get in my face, boy, I will claw your face off if I had front claws. But so we thought Oscar would dominate him. It's the other way around. This cat is all over him all the time. And Oscar, I think, is just the old guy that's like, son, I'm giving you a lot of leash here. But he will. So we put his food up on the second shelf over in the other room. So he could hop up on stuff and get up there and eat his food. He's got his own little litter box up there. And so we feed him. So he'll sit on the shelf in the morning. And I'll put a little
cat is
dry
puke
food
over you, kid.
Kitten crunchy food for his teeth. And I'll mix it with half a can of wet kitty food. And so I'm mixing it. I would put the dish down. I'd start pouring the stuff. He's got his face in it and pushing me with his paw. And I'm like, back off. Let me do this. And then I'd open up the can. He's like, meow, 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 meow. I'm like, are you starving? As if he can understand me. All he hears is blah, 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 blah. And so I had to stand up and hold the dish because I would mix the foods together. Otherwise, he would just eat the wet food and leave the dry stuff. So I have to mix it all together. And he's over on the shelf and he's trying to jump over. And one time he jumped over, he knocked the dish out of my hand and go, you little idiot. And
it tastes
there's only one time I had to do it. I had to take him by the scruff of the neck and I set him down over on his pillow. And I said, stay over there. And now when I dish up his food, he's like, he'll start going, you done yet? Can I go? I'm like, and he'll go.
He knows better
now. He's learned. Yes, he can be learned. And but cats are just a pain in the ass. What do? They eat your food and they shit in a box in your house that you got to clean out every day. And otherwise, they make your
toilet
house smell
flush,
like cat.
man.
What?
Teach them how to use the toilet and
There are
flush.
cats that do that. So I don't have the patience for it.
Rowan,
Cat.
you are the typical Minnesota, Wisconsin kid, shorts and a light jacket because it might be cold outside.
There it is. That's how she just. It's not cold outside. Yes, it is.
It's not. They don't make us wear jackets in school. I just wear hoodies and I'm not cold.
Tell us a story, Ro.
Which boy gave you that hoodie?
I stole it from
Which
Bob's
hoodie do you have?
closet.
The Ass family. Wise, smart, lazy, kiss, dumb.
Every hoodie this girl has came from some boy.
We can't let her wear that one to school.
Not all of them.
Not all of them, Uncle Dave.
Just
I bought some
most of
legitimately.
them.
Sag Bobbit. This is Grumpy Stack. Yes. Hey, Stephen Myers, are you back from Egypt? Enjoying? Oh, he's still in Egypt. Good to see you, brother. You're going to have to call us live from Egypt. We're technically supposed to be done right now, but that's okay. If you want to call in live from Egypt, Stephen Myers is over in Egypt right now.
Awesome.
Yes, speaking of, I'm going to have to say goodbye for now because Miss
What?
Kinsey is probably mad. I should have brought her on the camera. Maybe, I don't know what her and Roger are doing. They're in the other room, but maybe I can get her on because, oh boy, Scotty, you want a kid show day? Kinsey would just talk the whole time.
Nice. So
Oh,
is
she
you going? You taking us to Roger and Kinsey, or
It's just Kinsey.
there
Kinsey,
she is?
Can you say hi, Scotty?
Hi,
Hey,
Kinsey.
Oh,
Say hi,
Good to see
Scotty.
you.
Say hi, Uncle Dave.
Oh, here I don't have their faces up. Hold on. There's everybody.
oh.
Say hi,
There's Uncle
Scotty. Hi,
Dave.
Uncle Dave. Hi, Ken.
Oh my God.
Good
There's
job.
Bob Saget crawling on Rowan's head.
She's a sleepy girl, and Roger put something on, so you know when there's a show on, they're just I don't know. They put some type of crack in the Disney shows that just
yeah.
So
It's like
yeah,
Colonel Sanders. He puts something in his chicken to make you crave it every fortnight.
Yep, that's true.
it was
So-
a lovely being on the show today.
It was lovely having you.
Thank you
Truly.
for having me.
Wendy must be taking a really long bath that she hasn't
Yeah,
called in.
yeah. Wendy was going to come on, but she was taking a bath.
Oh.
And so we haven't seen her. So she must be really soaking.
Well, I will say goodbye for now. Goodbye to you too, Rowan.
So
hope you
good to
guys-
have you, Carly. Thanks for coming on for the folks. This has been the Carly Sagan Hour.
That's
And,
right.
So glad to have you. And
Who's my
I
favorite
may
YouTuber on Snapchat.
here. I'll just barge in and start talking. So I'll take
I
up
love
your,
how Rowan just like, get away from me, kid. You bother me.
I'll take up your recommendation on the bedroom.
Yes.
So I think it's a good recommendation.
And I'll
So-
keep the suggestions coming.
All right.
All right, I didn't hear that because I got the interrupter.
She said she'll keep the
Interrupter
suggestions
Prime.
coming.
Was
Suggestions.
here.
I'm talking about suggestions here, guys.
That suggestions. Bring them in. Keep them coming, folks. Keep them
Well, bye,
coming.
bye to you, Ellery.
See you, Carly. Say hi to
See you
Roger
guys.
and Kinsey again. We said hi to Kinsey. Say hi
Will
to
do.
Roger. We'll talk
Love
to you
you
soon.
guys.
He's my favorite YouTuber.
That's
Bye.
awesome,
I'm gonna push you on the
Ellery.
floor. Throw
Bye, Ellery.
Centurion.
Bye,
Throw it to the
Rowan.
floor.
Bye, guys.
All
Love ya.
right. See you later, Carly. All right.
Scotty, I believe Steve Myers is he's over in Egypt right now, but I believe it's
Yes.
late where he's at over in Egypt.
He's where?
so-
Where what?
It's
Steve
late.
Myers in
Oh,
Egypt.
it's late,
I
yeah.
believe it's real late
Could
over
be-
right now.
I think it's a 7-hour. Well, it's a 7-hour difference. It's probably
Yeah.
6 in the evening over there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
In Egypt? Yep.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. But
I think it's 7 hours right now. It might be 6.
it's 7 hours, yeah.
So
Well, I'm gonna get off so that way when you give it to close your show, you'll have the air. Dave and
All right.
everybody, nice seeing you guys this morning. Great show like
Try and
always
pop
on
in on
Sunday morning.
Monday.
Remember
Great show, you
tomorrow
guys.
morning.
I mean, I enjoy it. I love Sunday mornings. I look forward to it.
tell everybody where to find you Monday through Friday, Kenny.
Okay, I'll do that. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can find me for morning coffee at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for morning coffee. We talk about politics. We talk about ghosts. We talk about the 3-letter word sex. And if I don't know anything about it, you're not the only one that can fake it. So like I said, join me. You have a right to say what's on your mind. As long as you don't threaten to kill, dismember, or harm anybody, you can say what you want to say. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to let Scotty take his show back. And hey, guys, I appreciate it. Dave, everybody.
Thanks, Kenny.
Coley, you guys have a great day.
You have a great
Bye-bye.
day. See you, brother. All right. That was Ken Ballos, Ballos. Go look him up on Facebook, and he broadcasts via Facebook every morning at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. And if you're up, 6 a.m. California time. So that's how you find Kenny. You can come in and join the conversation or just watch the conversation.
Well, I will see you in a little while. I got to get the folks up and get them all going, and then I'm going to jump in the car and head out. And
sounds good. Uncle Dave's coming over.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Nice. That was nice.
So much love she shows me. It's like, just a couple of years ago, oh, I love you, Uncle Dave, so much. I love you so much. Now it's like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Will you take me to Chinese?
No, he will not take you to China.
Not after that welcome. Why would I take you to
Yeah,
China?
why would he?
Like,
after you go, whatever.
I'm not going to say hi to you then.
Then, if you don't give me what I want, I will not even deign to say hello to you.
Stop it.
So, all right, everybody. Uncle Dave, we'll see you when you get here.
All right.
Bye. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate your presence here. Thanks for being here. If you haven't already, give the show a little like, because if you give it a thumbs up, that matters in the algorithms over on YouTube for my show. So I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. And remember, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Left Coast, and 1 in the afternoon the next day. Over. Oh, look who can. Wait. We can't end now. You know why? Because Wendy's here.
Hello.
Hey, darling. How are you this morning?
I'm here. Last but least, I'm here.
And you're freshly bathed.
I am. I'm fresh out of the bath, hair washed and everything. And I had a phone call. I was chatting to my best friend just now, and I thought I've just got to come on and say hello before you go.
Well, I'm glad you did.
I missed Uncle Dave. I can't believe it.
Oh, I'm sure he's still here. Hold on. He's over there going like this in his window. Bring me on. There he is.
I hadn't left yet. I was busy typing something in the chat room, and I hadn't disconnected the connection yet. So
there is a God after all.
Yes. And he's
looking well this morning.
Look at it, rose between two thorns. Look at this.
That's it. Yeah.
An authority batch we are.
Yeah.
Right. How are you, boys? Have you had a good morning?
So,
if I am not pricked, do I not but bleed?
Yes. Thank you for your Shylock.
If you
hey,
do I not but bleed?
As long as we have you both on,
yeah.
Why don't you give us just a little bit of what we're going to be talking about on Tuesday with your first show?
What are we talking about, Wendy?
Do you want some spoilers, Dave? Is that what you're saying?
Just a wee bit, not the whole thing. I don't need the whole cup. Just a sip.
One sip is never enough, and never enough.
True that.
It's very true. We are talking about, what should we say, Scotty? What are we saying? What we're talking about?
I would encapsulate it in one word: relationship junk.
Relationships.
Well, that was 2 words, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of one word. Yeah.
Yeah, relationship junk as one word.
But it's weird that when you start talking about quite an emotive subject, how it leads into other things as well, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's something in there that everyone is who's had a relationship in their life, obviously, is going to find something from. And it's been quite a tough week for me. So it is quite a hard week to talk about that. But
that show might take on a different complexion after this last week. So for you,
it might. And Scotty looks fabulous in it, of course.
Okay, so I want to ask some questions.
You look fabulous. I'm foil character.
I'm going to ask you some questions as long as I have you both here. Okay. So
ask them, Dave.
you're pre-recording the shows. Will you both be in the chat with the chat room as the show is playing so we can ask questions?
I'll
What time
be
is
there.
it going out, Scotty?
It goes on at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. 5
And that was my
p.m.
second question.
Eastern.
Where
What's
will
that,
we
Dave?
find you? That was
I'll
my
be there.
second question. Where will we be finding you?
I
The
will be there.
show we did pre-record. As a general rule, it doesn't mean we'll always be pre-recording the show. It's just easier with the time difference in the schedule. But we did put it at a time of day, like afternoon drive time is what you call the 4 to 5 o'clock hour. We put it at that time as live because if Wendy wants to, then it's 10 o'clock her time to 11 o'clock, and it's not 3 in the morning like the Intrepid radio program.
Now, will this be on the new radio frequency?
Yes, it's on subspace.radio, subspace.radio. And it's only audio over there. But you can, I think Russ is working on trying to get a video channel there as well. I do believe. I don't want to speak out of turn on that. I believe that's what he said. But you can always catch it on the YouTube channel or on the Facebook channel. Same as the show, just earlier in the day. And I will put up an announcement on Tuesday so everybody knows, can click on the link and get there.
Yeah.
So everybody in the chat room, share those announcements and get those put out into the ether so lots of people know about it.
Here, show everybody your hair.
I mean, I will be there 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. I will be there, and I'll probably come on.
I like it, Rowan.
If Scotty does a live or something afterwards, but I think next one maybe we'll go live at 10 o'clock. I can do that.
We can give that a shot. We'll pre-record only when we think it's going to be tough to make the connection live. So I think it'll be fun. We pre-recorded the first show to make sure we were doing everything right, but then the real test will be when we come on live, and then you go with all the hinks and the jinks and the.
But also, I think because of some of the subjects we're talking about, I'm aware that Scotty's show also has the kiddies in it as well, and some of the subjects you're talking about, I feel probably best not for little ears.
Yep.
Especially when you come to readings and tarot and things like that, because you have to make sure that there's no one around of that age from an ethical point of view. So that's probably a reason why it wouldn't, that might be recorded when the children are not around, sort of thing. I mean, you know, if it's just like something, and also if you are talking about quite a big emotive subject, then you have got to be aware of that.
Yeah, and we just have to be aware of it. There are shows where I'll tell Raini and the kids, and no kids can wander into this one.
Yeah.
Because they tend to do that on my end an awful lot, if you haven't been able to tell, folks. Yeah, it's
Get you an on-air sign.
It's an adult show.
The other thing is, Dave, are you going to be watching?
I will be.
I hope
I will be. Changing around my schedule to be free.
So. And you know what? It's really weird because there's a different dynamic. I mean, obviously, I work with Mark, and I actually, Mark and I haven't seen each other lately because he's been so busy with work that we've got one podcast waiting to come out, and then we're meeting this week to do a couple more. But it's a completely different dynamic working with Scotty because Mark and I obviously have a different relationship, and our podcast is very different. Where Scotty and I has more meatier subjects that Mark and I don't bring into the podcast. So it's kind of an eye-opener to actually have to work with the two gentlemen, and I'm very blessed to have, you know, two good business. My business husband, well, I can't say Scott is my business husband, but my business husband, my business partner. Well, I got two then.
Yeah, I'm Wendy's business husband.
Part two.
Yes. Now here's a great picture. Let's see. I'll just share this.
KB says they'll put it out there tomorrow morning with his coffee show to remind people.
I got to go over to my StreamYard. I'm going to share my screen for the purpose of showing you who Mark is. And Mark is, she does, what's the name of your show? Oops, wrong picture.
That's the Red Room, Scotty.
That's the Red Room.
Yeah.
Where'd it go? It's in my, here it is. There's Mark and Wendy.
Yeah.
When does that show air? Because I'd like to watch that.
If you go on YouTube.
One or two of them.
if you go onto YouTube and you type in Strangely Us and Mark English, Mark with a Q, there are 8 of them. It was number 9 is due any day now. The Strangely Us podcast, and there's, as I said, there's 9, and
It's done
it's
in a couple of minutes.
we talk about all kinds of subjects, but there was some subjects Mark was like, yeah, there we are. There's the 2 of us together.
Doing their show.
Yeah. There's always a red wine when we do our show.
Always a red wine.
Mark has to have the wine.
There's Wendy and Mark. Strangely Us is the
Strangely
podcast.
Us. So, and I mean, obviously you can find it through.
Is it on YouTube?
English. Yeah. Mark English is on YouTube,
Right there.
isn't it? That's right.
There is Mark English. Okay. The Strangely Us. Does he have it on here? There's one of them right there. Strangely. Oh, look at all the podcasts you have.
Yeah. There's 8. There should be 8 or 9 of them, I think.
That's really weird. You said Sapphire and Steel the other day about us.
Yep, there we go. It's me and Mark.
There you are.
And obviously on my one, the links will be on to the Dark Huntress as well, obviously.
There's Henry.
How did you get into,
There's Henry.
Like, you know, we both have come from different backgrounds, but how did you get into the
He's getting a bit of a following, actually.
So there you go. I'm going to come over here and get out of this so I don't confuse everything. Let's get back to my program and stop sharing my screen. Boom.
Good job you had the right photographs put away.
Always.
Always. You never know when you're going to share your screen. And people
That's
go,
right.
Did I just see that?
Yeah. Did you see that?
So Dave, you've got 8 podcasts to catch. Well, 9 podcasts to watch.
So I've got 3 sites to look for. So I'm looking for Dark Huntress, Mark English, and Strangely Us.
You're looking for the Dark Huntress, which you'll see a red and white wings, which Scotty very nicely did for me. And Mark English, if you just look for Mark with a Q, Mark English and Strangely Us will be on there.
Okay.
I wonder
And it's kind of fun, actually. Mark actually did a little video of me with the Impala, just about the Impala, and it was great fun. And I did wonder when I started working with Scotty how he'd feel about it, and he was like, "That's fine. You're covering subjects we're not talking about." It's fine.
Oh, you and Mark? Yeah, I'm jealous.
It's fine.
How could you be doing a podcast with another man?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, but unfortunately, until you and I mean, I'm looking to try and get out to you in November. But I was saying to Scotty the other day, Dave, they want like between 350 to 400 pounds just to go from Calgary over to where Scotty is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here is Wendy's car. By the way, I'm going to upload this right now, just so you can see it. When she's talking about the Dark Huntress.
Yeah.
Look. Here's the car. You still need to take me for a ride.
You still need to get over here so I can take you for a ride.
I do. Here we go. There's the Dark Huntress.
Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah.
And there is a
beautiful car.
It's a fantastic car. And there's also, I did her logo. I did one that is, I used the wrong name. She goes, "Darling, that's beautiful, but it's Dark Huntress, not Dark Mistress."
I know. I think he was
I got you crossed with the car. Wendy's the Dark Mistress. The car's the Dark Huntress.
Apparently. But the Dark Huntress. Yeah, she is the only supernatural tribute car in the UK for hire.
Yes. Which is very cool when you think about it.
Yeah.
You're the only one with that. And you've done a couple of shows with it, supernatural
we
shows.
did a supernatural convention, and we met people like oh God, I've forgotten his name. Mark Shepherd, who plays a Crowley.
Crowley, yeah.
We met Misha Collins, who plays Castiel. Ruthie Connolly, I think it's Ruthie Conway. I can't remember her surname, but yeah, she played the lovely Mark Shepherd's mum in it. So we're very honoured, and the car is actually autographed as well by them. So it's I was very honored to have that opportunity.
Ryan said he was just looking at plane flights to London. They're $800 right
That's
now.
not bad. That's like
not
about
bad.
420, 450 pounds, something like that. That's
When
quite
I
good.
flew into Heathrow the last time, it was 2005, and it was $550, I think.
Yeah.
It was our round trip air. So 800 is not bad.
I just couldn't believe how expensive it was. Like, because, you know, I'm trying to obviously come over from Calgary, and it was just like, how much is this going to be?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I caught you guys just at the end anyway.
Yeah.
Can me and Waylon have one walk to holiday?
Are you okay, Dave? Have you been busy?
I have been. I'm finishing this painting, Daybreak at Lindisfarne. Have I shown that to you?
You haven't.
Well, hold on one second. I'm in my studio.
Look at that beard.
Dad, can we walk to the gas station? Sure. Can we have your card? Your cash card? That looks pretty good, Dave.
It's coming along. I'm working in oil, so I have to do little layers at a time and let layers dry, and then go back in and add more detail. So I'm doing the detail on the Viking ship right now, and then I've got layers of mist to add in because they're coming out of the fog, so there'll be layers of mist. And
look at that beard, Dave. Look at it.
I know it's crazy. It's unruly this morning.
So Gandalf.
It just makes me want to roll around in it.
Much longer.
It just makes me want to put oil in it and just like run my fingers through
I'm gonna oil that. Dave, you know what you need to do? You need to dye your hair and your beard and mustache like brown, the color of your hair before you got old. And you need to,
like when you used to still have hair.
Yeah, back when I used to still have it.
Boys
dye
will
it
be
dark.
boys.
I think before you shave it, because you said you're coming to a point where one of these days you're going to shave it or shape it or cut it short.
Yeah.
Before you do that, dye it the brown of your darker years, and get some pictures done.
I thought about taking it red.
You want to have it
red,
sculptured.
Sam.
That's what they do over here. They have their beard sculptured.
If you're all going, you can go too.
I've got photographs of me like that. It's gotten kind of scruffy lately. I've got to get a formal portrait of me as master of the lodge in my 1800 frock and all that, and then I'm going to reshape it. I thought about going back to mutton chops, shaving off this and having long mutton chops, but I'll probably just go back to Van Dyke.
I will tell you
I'm
something.
say no to that. No.
Now that you don't have the mutton chops,
I look good with mutton chops.
Now that you don't have the mutton chops, they make you look dumb.
I actually think
that's just you.
Henry VIII.
Oh, that's not just me.
And have Henry VIII style beard, right? Because every time I see you, I will always remember that costume that I saw.
When a gorgeous woman tells you, you ought to really not grow those mutton chops. You know what? There's some weight to that.
But it's not growing; it's shaving. You shave them in because they're already there.
Yeah,
but
they're already there. They're
you could totally do the Henry VIII beard.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing this, but Henry VIII beard, you could totally do that, and you could do the whole.
You could do the Henry VIII bit, you know.
You could do it. You could do like the whole the Father Christmas, and you could do like the Gandalf. But Gandalf's not really sexy, and Father Christmas not really. But I mean, Henry VIII. I mean, he had
Santa's
6 wives. So
Santa is sexy.
What do you think so?
Well, I think some people think so. I don't think so.
True.
I don't find Santa sexy.
Do we do a little ponytail there? Oh, look, he's got the hat.
There he is.
See?
Got it. You need the big guy. You know who did the best Santa in recent years was Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah.
He's got that big fur-lined hat, and that's the look.
This is not furry enough for you?
No, it's too small a fur. You got to have full fur.
Well, that's a question.
Robust. Yes. Preferably I like shaved, but
all I was going to say is, like, do we have to come across and sit on your lap and ask very nicely what we want for Christmas?
Yes.
Certainly.
Right. I'll put down my list.
There you go.
Oh, he's got another hat on. Look, what's this?
That's his Santa bowler.
Bowler. Oh, I say.
Make me look
See?
like a right proper gentleman.
You're rocking a London look.
I say, Dave, you there in the bowler, sir. What are we going to be talking about in Parliament today? I'm just curious. Will it be before or after tea that you bring up your monumental movement? Usually after tea.
Yes, I've got questions for the right
Wendy's
honorable
like, what kind of
gentleman.
accent was that?
I'm honestly, I'm looking at the hats I'm seeing. I'm like, there's a bit of a wardrobe going on there, isn't there, Dave? You're
He does.
secretly
Oh
hiding
yeah,
it.
I've got a load of them.
Theater guy.
You know, I've got my little Victorian house cap because you never know when you're, gonna just.
Oh,
be...
I love that. That
Right.
is so cool. That is really nice.
Pretty neat. I like that one.
That's
It's got
very
all kinds of detail in it that most people don't notice.
That's like what Dumbledore has when he's not wearing his big thing. He's got the little
It is
Victorian
very
house
Dumbledore,
cap.
a bit Scroogey as well. Like if you've seen a Christmas Carol,
Bit Scroogey.
Scroogey.
All right. And on that note,
all right,
I think we're going to get out of here. We're 28 minutes past
so
getting out of here.
Tuesday at 4 Central.
That's it.
Which would be 3 Eastern and 5 in the mountains and
5
6
Eastern
on the
5 Eastern,
Pacific.
4 Central, 3 Mountain Time, 2 West Coast time.
Be there or be square. And
There
literally,
or run the risk of being damnably square.
We'll be
Don't
there
be square,
after.
people.
In
All
that,
right.
in that,
Well,
afterwards.
except for my brothers out there, you can be square, baby. I understand.
That's right. That's right. All right. See you, Uncle Dave. We'll see you later today.
All right.
And Wendy, good to have you as always.
Always a pleasure, my love. Always a
Anytime
pleasure.
you want to broadcast from the bath, you're welcome.
Next time, maybe. Next time.
There you go. All right. We'll see you later. I'll talk to you soon. All right, folks. And that's it. That's all we got. We're out of here. We're way over time for a Sunday. So I want to thank you all for being here. And we're going to get out of here. And we'll see you tomorrow on Intrepid Radio. So you know what? Live long and prosper.